The drought of nightfall, running in search of the remedy, trying to find her place in it all. Focused only on the negative. All she can attract is pain. Perception is what will manifest. Thought she could escape, but it's all the same. Birds fly south for the winter, but she ran to the west side. And though much was stolen, much still abides. And I know she'd rather keep her distance, but as time moves on, she's drifting away from me. But did the ocean breeze specify you? Did the palm trees sanctify you? I bet the ocean breeze did advise you that you'll never find you on the run from yourself. On the run from yourself. Concrete will shape to quicksand. Just when you think you're in control, but you're not alone. Take my hand, no shame in the surrender to a bigger picture. Birds fly south for the winter, but you ran to the west side. And though much was stolen, much still abides. And I know you don't wanna burn bridges, but as time moves on, you slipping away from me. But did the ocean breeze pacify you? Did the palm trees sanctify you? I bet the ocean breeze did advise you that you'll never find you on the run from yourself. On the run from yourself.
My weekend has been great. How was yours? How's yours been so far? 513-873-7134. A lot of stuff to talk about over the weekend, but I want to kick things off talking about, and this may not be on your radar screen, but that's okay. I want to talk about this hot mess with the group B2K. I'm not sure if you hip to it. I'm hip you to some of this drama, and then I'm gonna glean. I've already gleaned at least 3 lessons that men and some women, because some women, y'all just hard-headed. I can't talk to y'all. I got to talk to the men folk about these kind of issues. But 3 lessons that men and some women can glean from this. I want to talk about that a bit during the first hour of the show as we get things started. As always, because this is a Cincinnati-based talk show, I'll certainly be hipping you to everything that's happening as it's relevant to the Cincinnati area. So you ain't got to worry about that. We got you covered. 513-873-7134. And then the overall issues that people like us care about. And by us, I mean smart, intelligent people. That's right. Smart, intelligent people. Do the world a favor. You got a rare opportunity. You don't get this kind of opportunity on every show. Good morning, brother. What's going on? I don't need that, man. Why are you giving me a banana? Why are you trying to give me a banana? I'm on the air. Just leave it right here. You a little snack for daddy later? Thank you, son. Thank you. This boy. Anyway, so rudely interrupted. Listen, this show is different. On this show, every single morning, you have an opportunity to save the neighborhood. No, I'm not exaggerating. I mean it literally. You literally have an opportunity to save the neighborhood. And you can do it real simply by sharing this show with your friends, Facebook groups. I can't be everywhere, family. I can't see everything. It's impossible. But together, we can move mountains. We can do that together. The camera's not on. The camera's not on. I'll turn it on real quick because my son is here. Go ahead and say good morning. Say good morning. Camera's right there. There.
Good morning.
Oh, boy, please. We're not doing all that. Can I get back to what I was doing, please? No. Yeah, I can. Exit stage left, bud. I love you. You're not on cam. Look, that's on cam. Oh, boy, we're not doing that. You're not going to be on camera with me doing that. No. Hugs. Get that. No, stop. I said stop. I'm not joking. I get up. Don't think that because we live on the air that I'm not going to daddy you. Don't think that. Okay, then. You're going to run away. You know why I got to go there? You know what I'm saying? Have a good day, though. Have a good day, son. He said no. You're not going to school. Okay, so where you going to be at all day? You're going to be at a hotel all day. Okay, sounds about right. You're going to be at a hotel by yourself. Okay. How you going to pay for this hotel? I'm not going to give you a damn thing. I'm going to give him money. You ain't getting no money from me. They go to a hotel. You're supposed to be in kindergarten today or first grade today. Oh, you didn't like that mistake, did you? Uh-oh. Now you're in trouble. Mother said, get up here. He ran off. All right, good morning to you. Yeah, so I want to talk about Fizz, the rat monkey snake. It's always a rat monkey snake in the group, ain't it? That ish, man, was the hottest mess. I mean, there's a lot of ways to attack it, to approach this topic, but my approach is always try to glean something that people can get something out of, whether you're aware of this is your demographic or not. I feel like there's general issues that affect all of us, that celebrities or people that, make the radar screens or get viral, they go viral. It can impact all of us. But before we get any deeper in the show, again, do the world a favor. Don't do this for me. Do it for the world and do it for me. Do it for the world. Let the world know there's some people out there with some damn sense. It's called the Choppers. What's up? Good morning to you. Let them know.
Go! Get to the
I don't know what these other folks is doing with these other talk radio audience. I can't speak to them. God bless them all. But right here, you're taking a banana back. Okay. But right here, we on some superlative flow type ish, man. Some next level thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on over here. And we have some fun too. Hopefully. It's not too boring for you every single morning. This week you got a couple of the NAACP forums. You got the city council forum. I think this is the last one. I think so. I have to double check. It's either the second to last or the last one. And then you've got the mayoral forum as well. And I'll be your moderator for the candidates one. Looking forward to it. I kind of revamped my approach a little bit. I'll spend some time over the weekend thinking about it and listening back to watching the various forums already. And I want to evolve a little bit. So I'll make sure you check it out. Should be interesting. And then, of course, the mayoral debates. Woo, talking to black folks. The candidates are going to come talk to black folks, the NAACP. And, people should be ready because the mayor on some levels is going to set the tone for, the overall agenda and the mood of the city. So let's see. Should be really interesting. And the challenge for you, the audience, is to tap in. And then if you have questions, fire your questions in. I know when I'm the moderator, I'm always looking for questions. I put it out there. Everybody got something to say when it comes to politics that impacts them. But when it's question time, a lot of people get silent. That's okay. And you may have a question that's particular and unique to you. But more than likely, if you have that question, somebody else has that question. Boom, put it out there. Don't ever be afraid to put yourself out there. Good morning to you. All right. So again, that's what you can do. Save the world. One show and one flow at a time. Please share the Nathan Ivey Show so people can see us. All right. Good morning to you. I ain't even played the intro yet. I got to play the intro. But I want to make sure I came to you, kind of set the table just a little bit. I haven't told you everything that I'm working on. Mad talk scientist over here. But just a little bit. All right. Just a little bit. So let's do that. I want to play this intro for you. And then we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. This is a great opportunity for you to save the world, Craig and them. Save the world. Go ahead and share the Nathan Ivey Show during the intro. and then we'll get things started on the other side again. I want to hip you to everything that's been happening over the weekend. Plus, I want to talk about the rat monkey snake. It's always a damn rat monkey snake, man. Can't get away from them. We'll be right back.
NationIvy.com. Mr. Ivy know the show must go on. As far as Cincinnati, man, I put on. Tunes made another flame beat for me to cook on. Raised arms, close fish, yeah, too strong. Team AI, chop it up at the chop shop. Top notch with the king flow, the hot shot. Cop squats in, listen to the real. Jumping like hopscotch, nobody harder than, oh, no, think not. Not only citywide, but nationwide. Superlatives, keep it locked like them Haitian guys. Put the truth in the airways, we talk about it. Brand new like the templates, let's be about it. Who got the info by the AM? Jono be the rapper, got them jamming when they play him. Staying in my lane, they ain't gotta okay him. Who the host with the scoop? Yeah, they gon' say him. Ivy, so superlative like a bag of drippos. Show you where the Brits at, Cincinnati Reds at. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at. It's the 513, yeah, you know the flow. What's the word, Nate? Let them know the show. One time where my people at. Team NI where my people at.
Good morning, everybody. Like I said, just roll the intro. We can get straight into it. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Lots to talk about. Well, the Bengals didn't lose yesterday and they didn't win because they played on Thursday. So if you're like, what happened to the Bengals? That's what, when they play on Thursday night, that's prime location. That means they don't play the following Sunday. So they'll be back. I'm not even sure who the next opponent is, but, all happy Hoo Day to you, to all my Hoo Day friends out there. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning. What happened over the weekend? What'd you get into? Where you go eat? You know what I'm saying? Where was the party at? Because I ain't getting nobody sent me no invites to the party at all. Damn y'all. Supposed to be looking out for your brother over here, but no. Real out here in these streets, man. I love this type of year, man. I love it. I love the weather is changing. It is such a beautiful thing. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well wherever you might be wherever you might be and wherever these flows are following you or finding you. I hope you're doing well. I 100% hope you're doing well. Hope you spent some time over the weekend making things happen for yourself. Hopefully you are driving yourself to happiness. Remember, happiness is not something ready-made. You don't just automatically get happy because you're a good person. Where the fuck they do that at? Not in these earths, not on this dimension. Not on this dimension. Maybe somewhere else. It comes from your own actions. You set the table for your happiness. So start today. Start today. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Let me throw my number up on the screen and see what happens. Sometimes great things happen. Sometimes not so great things happen. 513-873-7134 is my number if you want to share your thoughts. I am broadcasting live from a secret location somewhere in the Cincinnati area. That's all I can tell you. Anything more than that, I got to cut you. All right. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. What happened over the weekend? Hopefully you got a chance to check out Straight Talk on Sunday morning with Edna Howe. All right, she had a great conversation, I thought, with Faith Daniels. Faith Daniels used to work. She was a former colleague of mine. She used to work for Radio 1 here in the city of Cincinnati. Now she's up in Dayton. But they had a very interesting conversation about R. Kelly. Faith Daniels has some connection to R. Kelly and just the way the media is processing it. Will radio ever play to R. Kelly again? I don't know if terrestrial radio is playing R. Kelly right now. I think it's irresponsible if they are. And a very interesting conversation. She talked about her struggles and how she came to formulate her opinion as a programmer in terrestrial radio and playing R. Kelly. And when I listened to her, I was like, I'm glad to know there's some damn people with integrity. I'll tell you, anybody run around here playing R. Kelly, any man, because women, y'all got a whole different thing going on. Y'all different. But any man rolling around here playing R. Kelly is a damn creep. He's suspect. Don't trust that. Don't trust him. Don't trust him because it is clear. The choice is clear. Dale writes, UCB Notre Dame. Go UC, go Bearcats. Them unis were looking smooth. Them unis look super smooth. I was like, damn, like that helmet. See, that's what the Bengals need, something like that. You see what they did with that color with the big, you see what they did? See, college uniforms are the best in football, by far. They do all kind of great things with the helmet. What they did with that UC helmet is what the Bengals should do with their helmet. It would be like that burnt orange metallic with the little metal flecks in there. And then like Kev on the cell said last week, mix in some gray in there somehow with the orange and the gray, that fire, man, it'll be super fire. Oh my God. But they so hoopty hope Gilligan Island out here that they won't ever do that. I'm telling you, that will be super on fire. Woo-hoo-hoo. I could just imagine it in my mind's eye. Now, that would be some dope NFL uniforms, man. That would be dope. Telling you, when a team changed them, what I tell y'all? Y'all think I'm joking. I told you there's a connection between them ugly-ass uniforms that was stained with decades of losing. Just stained with losing. You got to get a blue light to see it. And you can't see it by the naked eye, but you can see it with a blue light. Change them uniforms. Brand new team down there. Now you got dudes catching 36-yard touchdowns and all this kind of stuff. Young talent out there with fresh fits on. That's what you need. Young talent with fresh fits. That's all they needed. That's all they needed. Carmelita writes, this was Withrow's high school weekend parade game, day party, all-class party. Withrow beat Egan. Is that right? Okay. We'll go Withrow to my Withrow people out there. I know they're really happy. Dale writes, they play Green Bay next. Is that right? Okay. Tiffany writes, but the Steelers did lose. Boy, oh, they lost again? Yeah. Yeah. I don't really have a dog in the race, but I just like to just give the business to Steeler fans because y'all so damn obnoxious. So obnoxious. And Bengal fans, you just want to be obnoxious. Don't think. See, right now, Bengal fans think they better than Steeler fans. Talking about, oh, you're so obnoxious. They're so arrogant. I can't stand them. And deep and not too far under surface, Bengal fan wants to be Steeler fan. Bengal fan wants to be super Steeler fan. You know, running the AFC North for years or Central. No, North for years. Sorry. Running the AFC North. Going to AFC championship games, winning champions. You know, you got whole musical artists like Wiz Khalifa making anthems. Ain't nobody making no anthems for the Bengals right now. So they changed their ways. Carmelita writes, LOL, April is my cousin. She's a local story. It's relevant to Cincinnati if you care about that stuff. Is that wait, Carmelita, wait. You telling me April Jones is your cousin? Now, I knew that there was a Cincinnati connection with her. I knew that. And oh, by the way, the Millennium Tour will be in Cincinnati on October 31st. And I wonder if Little Fizz is going to go around or to all the locations. They're going to do this over and over again because it might work for them. But if you don't know, let me dig into this. So I'm all about this stuff sometimes. Like I said, some good TV drama. I can disengage, forget my own problems, and just whatever from time to time I'm with it. And if you don't know, there's a group called B2K. Anybody hip to B2K? I didn't know they was as big as they was, quite honestly. I didn't know they was that big because, I mean, I'm a man, so B2K didn't really do anything for me. It was all right. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I can't even remember the songs they had. But the group broke up back in 2005 for a lot of different reasons. I mean, you had one of the band members, Raz B. These are all young brothers, right? One of the members alleges that the manager of the group was sexually assaulting him. That ain't good. And then the group just kind of went their own ways. And Omarion was dating a woman named April Jones. You can find her on Instagram. She got a lot of followers. And she's easy on the eyes. And they had a couple kids. They had a couple kids together. They were doing reality television, I think Love and Hip Hop for a season or two. And then they split up. About a year later, she pops up on Instagram dating one of his B2K band members, a dude named Little Fizz. And they all got played out on a reality show, Love and Hip Hop, which I did watch. And a lot of people were critical of them because they're like, wait a minute, why y'all doing this funny-ish over here? Now, just imagine for a second, fellas. And I don't know what this means to you. Okay. But you're in a long-term relationship with a woman. Y'all with her a long time. You know, y'all got a couple kids together. Y'all break up. And then she starts dating one of your close associations. We'll put it that way, because it appears that ain't men. A friend don't do that to you, but a close association of yours. Now, the backstory of this is that it was not a good breakup between Omarion and April. It wasn't good. It was a lot of back and forth, and she was alleging that he abandoned his family, and he pretty much kept quiet, didn't really say a whole lot, just went on with his life and was practicing his dance moves and letting his hair grow out and stuff like that. And so they popped up on the scene with this a few years back. You know, they dating now, living my life. Don't get in my business. Don't tell me what to do with my life. And everybody was like, damn, that's some foul ass ish right there. Well, I want to know from the fellas, and again, share if you want to, just think about it. How would you deal with that? So, you know, this woman is the mother of your children. Not to say there's any kind of ownership, but there's got to be some kind of code. Or is there no code whatsoever? I don't know. I don't know what the baby mama, baby daddy code is. But generally speaking, from a male standpoint, generally speaking, because there's exceptions to every rule, generally speaking, you know, a lot of men might have some issue with that. Some men may not. They all up on the internet. You know, she talking about how the best sex she ever had, she had with Lil Fizz and not Omarion. You know, from my vantage point, I was like, young sis is hurt, and hurt people try to hurt people. You know, young sis is hurt, her heart broken. So what's she gonna try to do? She gonna try to hit a man in the penis. A lot of women try to do that. They get mad at you, they want to hit you in the penis. Your penis was no good. You know, somebody else's penis was better. All these little girl games. But to his credit, Omarion never said anything. He was cool as a fan up until his now famous appearance on Vlad TV, where Vlad asked him, like, look, you know, how you feel about your baby moms and them shacking up with little rat monkey snake. That's what I call rat monkey snake behavior right there. Little rat monkey snake Fizz. And Omarion delivered the most classic line ever when he said, I don't feel no ways. He said, that's what couples do. And Vlad, being the great interviewer that he is, he tried to, like, you know, bring some more energy to it and tell him about a photograph that little Fizz and April took, in which the caption read, good things come to those who wait. Now, a lot of men be like, oh, you've been plotting on my lady all this time. And then you see me and her having some issues. You know, some women can be very weak-minded, and men just take advantage of that. We'll talk about that in a second. And again, Vlad reiterated the question. Omarion was cool as a fan. I was like, I ain't even seen the pictures, man. That's what couples do. Let them be happy. Classic. There's a lesson in that. Remain unbothered. Remain unbothered. Like, even if you bothered to the world, always remain unbothered, fellas. You know what I'm saying? If your lady friend or your baby mama or your wife or your girlfriend start tripping like this, all you got to do is tap into that Vlad TV interview and see how Omarion dealt with it, and that's how you should deal with it. It was super player. Like, I'm living my life, yo. I'm out here working on my 6-pack. I got 7 now. I got 7-pack now. On my way to 8. Psh, she can do what she want to do. And so it's a lot of back and forth with that, right? You know, I could never trust a man like that. I'll be honest with you. If I seen a dude do that, it was like in my circle to somebody else that was in a circle, how could I ever trust you? I mean, from a male standpoint, I mean, it ain't got to be the end of the world. I mean, like Omarion said, that's what men and women do. But how could I ever trust you? I mean, you know, whatever happened to bros before hoes, that ain't the thing no more, huh? Some dudes will do anything. But something interesting happened over the weekend. The Millennium Tour was cut short last year because of COVID. It's cut short. So now they got a couple of makeup tours, and again, they're going to rev that back up again. Like I said, they're coming through Cincinnati if you care about this kind of stuff. And B2K was your childhood band, boy band or whatever. Bow Wow will be here as well. Ashanti, who's always lovely. I can just buy a ticket and just go watch her. That's it. And dare everybody else. They'll be here, I think it's the last weekend in October in Cincinnati down at the Heritage Arena. I believe that's what it is. I could be wrong. But something interesting happened. So, you know, in the wake of all this stuff happening, and Omarion finding out that his baby mother was having sex with his bandmate, Omarion, again, here's another lesson if you're ever in that situation. Omarion decided to stay about his business, stay about his bag. And he created the Millennium Tour. And the first time they went out, he took the whole band out. All this stuff came out. He decided to go back out by himself. He teamed up with Bow Wow, who's huge back in the day. I'm not sure how big he is now, along with some other artists that I mentioned, at least one earlier. He making the bag. He out here touring. Meanwhile, B2K sitting at home because the front man is Omarion. I won't say they need him, but they kind of need him. Like, what's B2K without Omarion? I guess they could replace him because anybody could be replaced. I mean, hell, didn't they replace David Ruffin? So anybody can be replaced, but I don't know. It ain't happened so far. He out here making the bag, doing whole tours around the country and everything. Meanwhile, they sitting back watching, spending money. He making money, they spending money. But something funny happened over the weekend. Lil Fizz was brought on stage right in front of everybody. I got the clip for you. And he actually apologized to Omarion on the stage. I thought that was very, very interesting. It was black male love. It was black love. Look at this. Bros before hoes. Look at this. Right there, look at that. I love seeing that, man. I love seeing the brothers embrace like that. That is a beautiful thing. I wonder what was going through Omarion's head. He must have been thinking, you rat monkey, snake, but I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do this little hug out, and I'm going to go on and make this money. You can watch from the balcony. But I thought it was a great moment right there because, some men, this kind of stuff, man, for some men, it leads to them. It leads to gunplay. It leads to violence. Mofo getting his feelings about what he thinks is his lady. And you never, even when you marry, there is no such thing as his lady. A woman do what she want to do, just like men. But I like that embrace right there. That's a good thing for the culture. See black men getting over stuff like that. Lil Fizz on stage said that he did some snake-ish. You see, I did some snake-ish, and then he apologized for any whatever it could have brought to her family, which I'm sure it did bring some separation. Kinda, because like I said, and you have a child with a woman, and y'all break up. You can still be in your kid's life and not have anything to do with her. You don't have to have nothing to do with her. The only thing y'all talk about is the children. That's it. Anything else, talk to my representative. Just keep it strictly about the business of being co-parents. You can do that. You can do that. So the internet has been blazing talking about the motivations behind that. People saying stuff like Lil Fizz is broke. He's trying to get back in good so he can do the Millennium Tour again, to all kinds of stuff, man. But if you're a person of any kind of conscience, when you do dirt, it's got to bother you. It's got to bother you when you do any kind of dirt. It's got to eat at you if you got any kind of conscience. But, you got some folks out there that are straight up psychopath. They don't feel nothing. They do what they do. On to the next, whatever the situation is. But the lesson in that are multiple, quite honest. Like I told you, like I've said it before, I'll say it again, fellas. If you good to a woman and she dog you out, you don't have to bust the windows to her car. All you got to do is keep it moving like Omarion did. Just do what Omarion did. Remain unbothered on the surface. Now, beneath the surface, you might be coming home and breaking down and all this kind of stuff, which I don't recommend. You might be breaking down all that kind of stuff. You ain't got to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Remain unbothered and do what Omarion did. What did he do? He focused on his bag. So y'all a couple? That's so cool. Congrats. I'm about to go on tour. That's how you deal with it. You just get to the bag. You get to self-improvement. You work on yourself. Whatever your goal was, that's what you do. That's what you do. Simple. That's like Omarion. That's all you got to do. 513-873-7134. You ain't got to get the strap and get the Glock, and you don't have to do all that. You get yourself in trouble, little boy. Oh, man. You don't got to do all of that. You don't have to do all of that. You ain't got to take the car back. The car's in my name. You don't got to do all that. That's unnecessary. It really is. Good morning to you. Ray writes, good risings. Brandy writes, greetings. Sharp writes, good morning, Nate and Choppers. Welcome to the first week of October. Yes, it is. Damn, time's moving fast. Man, they had an NBA preseason game over the weekend. I didn't watch it, but I saw the highlights. I'm like, damn, it's that time of year already? I'm here for it. It's the best time of the year in terms of sports. You got every sports going on right now. Got your WNBA preseason, NBA, you got football, baseball going to the playoffs. You got it all. I don't know what soccer's doing, but you got everything. Good morning to you. You can still play pool. Dale writes, good morning, Nate and Choppers. Jerome writes, good morning, Nate and Choppers. You do, man. Carmelita writes, Nate and the Choppers, have a wonderful week. We will. Well, I'll try to anyway. I can't speak for anybody else. Tiffany writes, good morning. Good morning to you, Tiffany. Good to see you. Janice writes, good morning, everyone. I did not know that April Jones is your cousin. That is amazing. That's interesting. Ashley writes, good morning, Nathan and the Choppers. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. Ashley writes, she likes the shirt. Thank you so much. It's a gift from the wifey. Yeah, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. OJ's in the house. What's up, older brother OJ? Writes, good morning, Nathan and Choppers. It's TWE, the Wellburn Experience. Good morning to you. Pat writes, good morning. TC writes, good top of the morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Victoria, Sister V writes, good morning. Tony writes, good morning. Here for it all. Good to hear you. Sister Iris writes, good morning, great people. Angela writes, good morning, Nathan and Choppers. Regina writes, good morning. Nat's in the house writes, good morning, Choppers. Good morning to you. Good to see you. Nikki writes, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Eloise is in the house. Good to see you. Sean writes, good morning. Gladys writes, good morning. Brenda writes, good morning. Good to see everybody. Maurice writes, Gloria's resurrection. It's a street law that you don't mess with your homie's ex. I would agree with that. But see, what that situation tells me is two things. There's some lessons we can glean from this. You know, just because a woman is pretty on the outside does not mean that she's pretty on the inside. Period. It don't mean that. Don't mean that. Just she might be a banger on the outside, but her inside is messed up. You know, she might just be straight rotten. She might have been the victim of abuse. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to make up people's personalities, but that's what you get from that situation, you know, with April Jones. On the outside, a lot of folks will be like, oh my gosh. But the actions, come on, man. Who's doing this? Who's doing this? It was clear she did this because, and again, people do this kind of stuff. Women do this kind of stuff. It was clear that she did this because she wanted to try to hurt him. I'm gonna try to hurt you in a way that's real personal. But what women don't understand is how is, and I can completely identify with Omarion when he made that statement because I don't understand that. I really don't. So Omarion in a long-term relationship with this chick, April, they break up for whatever reason, just don't work out. She got sour grapes about it. He moving on with his whole life unbothered. She decided, you know what? I'm going to get a rise out of you. I'm going to hurt you. So I'm going to I'm going to have sex with somebody that was in your band. Can somebody explain to me how Omarion is supposed to care about that? How does her giving her body to some dude hurt him? I don't get that. It was a miscalculation on sis point, on her side from the beginning. How does that, I've already moved on, or maybe they haven't moved on, but how is that hurting him? It never made sense to me. Like, I could see what she was trying to do, but that don't work. How that work? Lil Fizz had sex with her, not the other way around. Not with Omarion. He was nowhere near it. That's them. So I totally understood what he was trying to say. But like I said, just because it's wrapped in a pretty package, don't mean the president's side is worth taking home. It don't mean that. It don't mean that at all. You got a whole lot of pretty women out here that's effed up. They is effed up. They 8, 9, 10s on the outside. On the insides, ones, -1s, and -2s and -3s. Just ugly. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by the actions. The actions speak everything. Anybody can say anything. You know, I always judge a mofo and judge a situation by a person's actions. It's the things that you do, not the shit you say, because people gonna say anything. It's the shit you do that matters most to me. You know what I'm saying? And so when I saw that scenario, I'm like, lesson, we must talk about it. Please share this with you. Now, you know, my audience is in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I get it. Make sure we share it with your nieces and nephews and them so Big Uncle Nate can hip you the game. You know what I'm saying? Got some boys out there that grew up without a father. That's why I got big arms. Come on in here. Come on in here. Big Uncle Nate got you. Put my arms around the young boys out there, the young men out there. I'll be your uncle. I'll teach you what your father was supposed to teach you. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Just come on in here. Charles writes facts. Tony writes, never let them see you sweat. Absolutely. Sean writes, Fizz needs some money. Yeah, it seems like that. It seems like that. Oh, bro, now all of a sudden you want to apologize. Uh-huh. See, at the end of the day, it's really all about the bag anyway. It's really all about the bag. That's what Omarion told us. Remain unbothered. Stay on your job. Get to the bag. Move on with your life. That's all you got to do. And everything else will be everything else. Simple as that. But is that a code, though? Like, you used to date her. Y'all ain't date no more. Y'all used to talk about marriage, but y'all don't talk about that no more. Y'all broken up. Y'all got some kids. Is that cool for your... I don't know what the association would be. I would say an associate of yours, somebody that maybe you work very closely together. Let's say y'all was in a band or a barbershop quartet or something. I don't know. Let's say y'all work very closely together, right? And on the surface, it appears that y'all was friends. Y'all might even call yourself friends. And you find yourself in a situation where your baby mother is dating this dude. You got a problem with it? Or are you like, hey, live your life? I mean, I think for me, I'm more on the live your life type of it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I mean, we ain't together no more. But I just thought it was foul. And I'm going to tell you why it was foul. It was foul because everybody in the world, Black Jesus loves reality television shows. So Black Jesus was watching it and was like, damn, April, you going to really do this? Like, everybody in the world knew that what she was trying to do was to get a man to use to hurt this brother. And you're going to let yourself to be that, you're going to allow yourself to be that person, to be a pawn of her game just so you can get the ill nana. I get it on some levels. I understand it. But damn, a man's got to have some kind of standard, bro. Some kind of standard. I don't get it. But what do you think? I want to get your thoughts. Nat writes, she slept with him out of spite. Absolutely. She sure did. So but how does that spite somebody? I don't get that. It's one of them things where you might think it's gonna do this, but it really don't. That's just some shit you're doing. I don't have no effect on your ex. Omarion already moved on. You can sleep with anybody you want to. Who cares? What difference does it make? You your own whole person. Do you? Maurice writes, the thing about that thing between one's legs is dangerous to a weak-minded male. You're right about that. But to a weak-minded male, it's a lot of things that's dangerous. To a weak-minded male, there's a lot of things that's dangerous. At the top of the list is that thing between a woman's legs. You're right about that, Maurice. Excellent point, brother. We leveling up. Andrea writes, good morning, all. Good morning to you. Sandra's in the house. She writes, good morning. Angela writes, most men, when they break up with you, they break up with the kids too. And that's a damn shame. That was my experience with my baby daddy when I got tired of his ish and left barely, dealt with our 3 kids. He couldn't take it that I had got strong enough to get away from his cheating, violent ass. I'm a survivor. That was over 30 years ago. I'm glad you got out, Angela. I know you share that story from time to time. I'm glad you're here to share it this morning. It's a damn shame. Damn shame. You said most men? I don't know if most men do that. I don't know if that's true. Now, hold on. Most men, especially most black men, do not abandon their children. That's not as true. Most black men don't cheat and black men don't abandon their children now. We ain't going to do that, Angela. We can't say most. Let's just say there are men when they break up that, they break up with the kids too. I think it's unfortunate. Tony writes, I was never into that whole B2K, Pretty Ricky, Marquise Houston whole set of acts because I was too old for that ish. But I did gain respect for the grown way Omarion handled his boy betraying him. Yes, he did. Lemmy writes, good morning. Jane's in the house. She writes, good morning. Billy writes, Nate, I always say for every beautiful woman, there's a man somewhere sick of her ish. Yeah. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, probably so. That makes sense. Jada writes, April nasty. How you sleep with your kid's godfather? Like there are so many men out here, yet she choose someone close to him. With Jada, and good morning to you. Thank you for being here and commenting. She did it to try to hurt him. That's why she did it. She did it to try to hurt him. And that's exactly why. And again, listen, men know what's up. Men are very, very smart. This ain't the first time this happened. That's the kind of opening that a lot of brothers is looking for. They looking for a chink. See, men understand women way more than we actually let you know that we understand you when we dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? You take a woman like April Jones, and she in this scenario. Lil Fizz knew what she was trying to do. He knew that she was effed up in her head, and she was trying to use him to get back at her at Omarion. But you think he gonna say something about it and mess up the skins? Men don't do that. Men, what we do is we just ride that wave for as long as we can ride that wave, because we know that women are emotional creatures, and the door of opportunity to the Il Nana does this. It opens and shuts, and we just want to ride that wave to when it opens, pun intended, because we know how y'all are. Y'all like this. Sometimes y'all close out and ain't on it, but other times I see a window of opportunity there. And a dude, some men are very adept at sliding on in there like, oh, yeah. Don't say, I'm sure Fizz didn't say nothing negative at first about Omarion. Like, he probably just rubber stamped everything she said. Really? Yeah, you're right about that. I can see that. But what's up with me and you, right? And Fizz knew what he was doing. Now, what's interesting is that now that little Fizz has apologized, really they both should apologize. It'll be interesting to see if and or how long it takes for April to apologize. It'll be interesting to see how she deals with this from a human standpoint. Yeah, I'm all into it. It'll be interesting to see how she deals with this, because to me, this is about watching people, and I'm a people watcher. You know, to me, this is bigger. Take the names Omarion, Fizz, April. It could be us. This is just everyday drama that people deal with. Now that Fizz has apologized, it'll be interesting to see if April ever apologizes, or will she double down. From where I sit here, and again, I don't know that sister, and I'm just basing this on stuff I've seen on TV, which is in no way supposed to be accurate. But I think she is so immature that she'll probably double down on it. She'll probably double down on it for a while. But deep down inside, she know what she did was some dumb ish. But some women, just like some people, some women do dirt and dumb ish, and they can never admit it. They'll never admit it. They're gonna ride it they're gonna take it to their grave, at least on the surface, telling people, I can do what I want to do. I'm grown. But deep down they know, and not so deep down they know what they did was dead wrong. It's just some people like that. A lot of women like that. It's not just men. It's a lot of women. So I'm here to birth these myths about men and women here. Keep it real with you. Is she nasty? I mean, hopefully they wore condoms and, took the necessary precautions, but she a rat monkey snake. She grimy for that. How could you so here's the thing about what April don't understand about men. It'll be interesting to see if she ever gets married or gets into a long-term relationship, or if April Jones, at least for the immediate future, is just in a series of just situationships, friends with benefits, and we just kicking it. Because the way men work is, we'll get the skins now. I mean, it comes in a pretty package. We're gonna have some fun, but we'll never take you seriously. I can't see a dude meeting April after this situation with Omarion and ever trusting her. Like, why would you ever take a woman that did something like that to her baby daddy ever seriously? Why would you ever take that seriously? Most men won't. They'll get the skins, but they'll never take her seriously, trying to do something with her, because if she did that to him, if she's that grimy, what's she gonna do to me? She did the same thing to me. And ladies, the way men work is, we'll never tell you that. Nobody's ever going to tell her, I ain't going to never fuck with you, sis, because what you did, until afterward now. After, we have sex or whatever. And then maybe we talking and the conversation comes up like, why don't you ever thought about putting a ring on it? Hell to the no, I never thought about putting a ring on it with you, because you grimy as hell. What you mean, young grimy? Because look what you did to your baby daddy. Then why you effing with me? Because you look good for the sex. Two different things. Two completely different things. Tony writes, she gave her body too much credit. I'm sure Omarion wasn't hurt in the female department. She did, Tony. She did. A lot of women give their body too much credit. They do. They think that shit really means something. It don't really mean the goddamn thing. It depends on the dude. It depends on the man. You know, I think for some men, if there was an Omarion situation, they would have broke down into a puddle of water and, you know, been talking with whoever there is to talk to, you know, out there. And then some men would have been like, whatever. You know, it don't really matter. Jada writes, if it wasn't for the money, I don't even think Omarion would talk to him. Omarion kept it player though. You know, he kept it consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, he embraced the brother and invited him to, you know, stay on stage, and they did a whole B2K act real quick. And that's consistent for the way that he been dealing with it, what he said in the Vlad TV interviews. Like, you know, I don't really need an apology. But okay, thanks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the apology. I think Lil Fizz did that for him. I think it was a mixture of a few things. Number one, I think Lil Fizz conscious on some levels was messing with him. But I think the biggest thing was, I bet you everywhere he went in his life, when he got around real men, like a man that's not afraid to tell another man how he really feels, I'm sure they said something about it to him. Like, you could never live something like that down. It was so public. So he did it for himself. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe there was some financial motivation as well. Sandra writes, OZ Media in trouble. Really? What's up with OZ Media? Huh. OZ Media's lies made it go up in flame. Behind the rise and fall of OZ Media. Oh, you know what? Who posted this? Sandra, you know, these are my people in here. Now, you know, I'm all about media watching and talking about what's happening and trends and things in the media. I have been looking at OZ Media for some time. I love what they was doing. It's a brother that was one of the co-founders and CEOs. And I love what they was doing. I love that media business model for a lot of different reasons. So thank you for putting it to my attention. That was not on my radar screen, but let me read that. I may have a few flows on that this morning, okay? Yeah, Most Def. Good morning to you. Good morning. All right, lots of stuff to talk about. Right now, we're talking about this drama between Lil Fizz, Omarion, and Omarion's baby mama. I like to say mother of the children. It's something about baby mama, but the mother of his children. And again, I think that if you have children with a woman, that woman is different to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife and I are married right now. Let's say we got divorced. She'll always mean something to me. You know what I'm saying? She'll always be on some levels be special to me. Not just because we were married. I'm just saying hypothetically, if we got divorced, no plans this morning to share with you or in the near future. But let's say we did. I always look at her differently. She'll always be something special to me because she's the mother of my son. She's the mother of my daughter. When I look at them, I see her. We create these beautiful beings together. But beside that, shit, what's if you want to do? We had our time. It'd be over with. So I wouldn't be all, I think, and again, I'm saying this now. It's easy for me to say it now, but when you're in that situation, you got real emotions. I don't have no emotions about it. So it's easy for me to come off with a certain, you know, sort of whatever to it. But I fully, hold on, what's that? See, a little something right there. I don't like it. But I fully understand people having their emotions and things. OZ Media in trouble, huh? Behind the rise and fall of OZ Media. Who knew? I thought they was doing well. OZ shuts down after accusation of deceit as high-profile backers peel away. Wow. Everything that glitters is not gold, is what they say. Thank you so much, Sandra. Yeah, thank you. You already know I love it. I'm on top of all of this stuff. Appreciate you. Terry writes, good morning. Good morning to you. So, fellas, I want to know, how would you deal with that situation like that? You know, ladies, is there a, you know, this seems like a something. It wasn't this scenario. I wonder what Ask Ashley would say about this. I'm sure she's aware of this. I wonder if this might make for a good topic. I don't know. I might run it past her. I'm always interested in what people think. You know what I'm saying? But ladies, I want to know what you think. So, how would you feel if you had a long-term relationship with a man? You had children with this man. You was in love and everything, talked about marriage. It just didn't work out. Sometimes relationships don't work out. You got 2 kids together. Y'all split. Within a year, he dating one of your girlfriends. Well, come one of your kind of, and see, that's even worse when it's kind of like a girlfriend. It's like a friend of me. Like we was kind of cool, but not really cool. Like everybody got those kind of people in their life where y'all was friends and y'all broke up. Or y'all might have been friends, now y'all frenemies. So it's like a Cold War. You know, ain't nobody fighting, but you don't really F with them no more. It's kind of like side eye. And then he sleeps with that person. Are you like, hey, that's my past, or there's like a code? You tell me. 513-873-7134. Kutha writes, all men are not handsome on the inside either. Absolutely. But we talking about women right now, Kutha. We know that. I think I spoke to that. I'm just here to tell you that one of the observations I made from this little love triangle is that you can be fine as hell on the outside and be ugly as hell on the inside. And I don't know about you, but it's the inside that counts more than anything. You know what I'm saying? The inside count way more than the outside. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what you're trying to do. Carmelita writes, it's a failed attempt, blow the ego. Sometimes our black men have nothing but ego, and it was a swipe at his. It was a swipe at his. It was. All the more reason why it was snakish. Women need to understand you just can't use your body to keep a man. There's more to it than that. Absolutely. Nana never kept a man and never will. Just like good penis never kept a woman and never will. I don't think anyway. Maybe it has. Because penis is different from Nana, let's be honest. It's a difference there. David writes, we have kids. It's off limits with my close friends, but jumps also delivered with a referral. What? Charles writes, Grand Rising's Nate and Choppers. What? Tony writes, ain't no woman ever getting between a barbershop quartet. I know that's right. At least there's some things you can believe in. Charles writes, Grand Rising's Nate and Choppers. Good morning to you. TNT writes, good morning. Women don't cheat. Okay. And Anthony writes, morning chop shops. Good morning to you. Angela writes, okay, Nate, there are men that do it, not all, LOL. Angela writes, right, Nate, not all men, right, not all men. Don't throw all men in there. It's a lot of good brothers out there doing the right things. It's a lot of good brothers doing the right things. Do not do that. Hey, listen, let me take a quick pause. Just a quick pause. We'll come right back. It's the Nathan Ivey Show. I'm live, I'm local, and I'm vocal. All right, don't go anywhere. We got a couple of ads that are running during the break. Make sure you check that out and give our sponsors and the people that use this platform your ear for a couple of minutes. All right, don't go anywhere. And again, like and in particular, share this stream on Facebook so people know that we're on. We'll be right back.
Good morning. Choppers. I'm Scotty Johnson, candidate for Cincinnati City Council. Unfortunately, injustice remains in the city of Cincinnati. A remedy for injustice is courageous, bold leadership. I plan on bringing that type of leadership to City Hall. It's time to stop talking about it and to start doing something about it. Disparities have been in Cincinnati far too long. I'm the candidate to address those disparities. Vote Scotty Johnson for Cincinnati City Council.
Paid for by friends of Scotty Johnson. All right, good morning to you. Quick break. Don't want to break up the conversation too much. Let's get straight back to it, shall we?
Told you so extra.
513-873-7134. Now, that is my number, okay? If you call that number, it'll ring to this studio. It's a free call anywhere in the country and in some places around the world. Feel free to chime in if you like to, okay? Yeah, I know I need to take care of this. I'm looking a little scraggly, but it's okay. It's good enough for what we're doing right now. Good morning to you. So again, tomorrow and Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, back to back, you got city council, you got local elected, you got local political forums. Tuesday, you got city council, and then Wednesday, you got the mayoral forum. So make sure you check it out, okay? And today, of course, is the last day to register to vote. It's today. Last day to register to vote is today. So if you haven't already registered, you've got up until you need to submit your name or address by 9 p.m. today at your local board of elections. I'll let you know where that is in a second. If you register and update your address online, the deadline is 11:59 p.m. Okay, so make sure you get that in. Make sure you get that in if you haven't already done so. And of course, your early voting location is going to be at the Hamilton County Board of Elections. Early voting starts tomorrow. You can vote early over at the Hamilton County Board of Elections. That's at 4700 Smith Road in Norwood, Ohio. Or you can vote absentee by mail. Or you can just vote on your assigned poll location on Election Day, which is November 2nd. I was listening back. I think I said November 7th or 9th last week. What the hell was I on? It's November the 2nd. Y'all should have corrected me, man. Good morning to you. Let's get back into it. We've been talking about this little mess right here. Bros before hoes? Is that still a thing? Fizz apologizes for being a rat monkey snake to Omarion. 3 lessons from this hot mess for men and some women. 3 lessons for men and some women. And one lesson is, fellas, just because she might be pretty on the outside, don't mean she pretty on the inside. Don't mean that. Some of the most beautiful people on the outside do to some of the ugliest things, don't they? Okay, I'm speaking to men. Don't be talking about, oh, men are like this too. Y'all always trying to drag us down. Stop it. Let's keep focused. So Lil Fizz apologized for shacking up with Omarion's baby mother and being all public about it. I watched a reunion show because they created reunion shows to keep the drama and the ratchetness going on with some of these reality television series, and I like it. And I watched the reunion special over the weekend, man, and he was all in his bag. Dude ain't my friend. I don't know that nigga. That's what he said. I don't know that nigga. Everybody trying like we friends. And when you start saying things like that, you already lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do everything for the ill nana. You got to have a line in the sand. A lot of brothers get caught up chasing the ill nana, doing the dumbest is. You get caught up in the game, hit your pockets. My grandfather said something to me when I was younger. He said, there are 2 things that will drive a man crazy more than anything else. Would you like to know what those 2 things are? I'll share with you. It was old school philosophy, but when I tell you what he said, you're going to know. This is advice for men. You're going to know it was truth. Kamiki writes, this was all for reality TV and those spinoff tours. And Omarion was in the script as well. Are we not entertained? I don't know if I believe that. I mean, I think that when you're in that reality television world, Kamikia, the producers want to try to fluff the drama. The best drama is real drama. Let me put it that way. Like, the best drama is real drama. So I think what they do in these reality shows is they just foment drama. So, oh, you got a problem with this? Let's investigate. They try to find little fissures and cracks, and they'll try to put a storyline right there. But see, that rather than trying to make up ish, the best is y'all naturally got a problem, and we just talk about the problem you naturally have. That's better. That's more authentic, right? Any content creators out there can back me up on this. Like, if you was doing a reality show, what would be better for you? Would it be better for you to make up drama, or for you to find the drama and then amplify the drama? To me, it's a no-brainer. You find the existing drama, because that's what people are going to have real, raw emotions about, and you blow it up. And I think that's what they did here. So I don't think that they completely fabricated this situation. I think this really went down like this. I think, and we've been talking about April Jones. Let me see if I can find an image for you. She ain't bad to look at. And I do know she got some ties to Cincinnati. I was aware of that. Let me see here. Her Instagram is super sexy. Super sexy. I'm looking at a whole bunch of images right here. So I don't know, man. I mean, everybody different though. Everybody different. And beautiful, not beautiful, whatever. Hurt people. You know what I'm saying? I'm hurting. So what am I going to do? I'm going to hurt you. Right? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Let me see. I'll put these images up for you so you know what we're talking about. You know these people. Because, I mean, I already know. You know, I'm all about some of this drama sometime. Okay? I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't no sister. You ain't trying to fake the funk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm well aware of these kind of stuff. Okay, so this is Omarion and April Jones. She ain't bad looking. I ain't saying she like the most attractive woman in the world, because she's certainly not. But and then they make a cute little couple right there. They make a cute little couple. Yeah. Yeah, that was back in the day before they broke up. And they got some beautiful kids together. Would you like to see? Oh, just some beautiful children, man. Just beautiful. Let me see if I can find this for you real quick. Oh, just gorgeous children. They probably grow up and be entertainers like they people, like their pops and their mother. I'm not sure if she's an entertainer, but I'm not gonna hate on sis. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hate on her. She do what she do. I think it's gonna be a tough role trying to find a quality man, because I don't know any quality man that would meet her, knowing her history, how she played this brother and they broke up. Now you sleeping with his boy. Hold on, here's the other picture here. Any quality man is going to demand an explanation of that situation. You're gonna have to explain that. Fellas, tell me I'm wrong. I mean, if he's a quality dude, then he needs to understand and then this is the two of them afterwards. So this was before, and then she got with the other dude. That's them right there. It's little Fizz, little rat and monkey snake ass. That's what a rat monkey snake looks like. And they all in love. Look at that. Now, how you gonna go from this dude in the same band to this dude? And you got kids with him. Look at this, the kids right here. Look at this. Beautiful children. It'll be a long time before you see a family picture of the four of them together again. Everything's separate now. Mama's Day, on Mother's Day, she with the kids. On Mother's Day, on Father's Day, he with the kids. All kids love popsicles. My son will do some Mission Impossible type stuff for some popsicles, boy. That boy, can I have a popsicle? Have a popsicle. He don't even want to go outside because he want to get a popsicle every day. I pick him up. When I pick him up today, I'm picking him up today. I guarantee before we can get like 2 minutes from his day, his after school program. Dad, can I have a popsicle every day? I'm like, you still want popsicles, dude? You have a popsicle every day. What the hell is in these popsicles? Look at that. Just made me think about my own son. That kids love popsicles. You can get a kid to do anything with popsicles, man. Anything. Anyway. Good morning to you. Nat writes, she ain't apologized. You don't think she ever apologized? Well, the pressure's on her. The pressure's on her because Fizz got his apology in already. It's like, yo, bro, I effed up, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, yo. Would I accept the apology? Sure. You want to give me an apology? I'll accept it, but it don't mean I'm ever going to accept you. I mean, we'll be cool. We ain't got no problems or nothing like that. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm on the Millennium Tour and you're not. So, you know, I got to go practice these dance moves, man. Can't talk too long, right? I'm trying to get the bag this week in Detroit. We're going to be in Cincinnati in the last week of October, man. Got to get these dance moves down, man. Can't talk too much, Fizz. But okay, bro. All right, man. Good connecting with you. Click. Keep on going with life. I mean, what else is there? What else is there? Leroy writes, Fizz got too much in him. Yeah. You said too much Mitch. Yeah. That was a Mitch move. TNT writes, we don't know the whole story. Omarion could have been on some foul stuff too. And his so-called boy, no more than anyone, he ain't no saint. But if you were my woman, I would never do you like that. Women don't cheat unless you have what? Unless you wait. Women don't cheat unless what? Why y'all get special consideration? You're talking about unless. What the hell? We don't know the whole story. Omarion could have had some foul stuff. Well, if he did some foul stuff, then she would have said it. Basically, what she said is that he left his family, but he didn't leave his family. He left her. So things wasn't working. And dude was like, I'm out. And he left. There was no allegations of abuse. There was no allegations of emotional abuse. There was no allegations of non-support. I've never read anything like that. From the outside looking in, he just said, this ain't working for me. I'm out, which takes a lot of courage, man. It really does. I mean, a lot of people stay in relationships way too long. The relationship be horrible. They just stay in it. Some people, they don't stay in that shit. They out. I'm out of here. Tracy writes, she was seeing Dr. Dre a few months back. Yeah, I'm sure she was. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I could see Dr. Dre saying, that looks fun. It does look fun. It's like a lot of fun. I get it. Jenny writes, good morning, ain't a choppers, but he ain't gonna wed her. Number one, he just got out of a long-term marriage, so he definitely ain't trying to get married. But if you're gonna marry any woman, so if you let me use a term here that gets thrown around a lot, and ladies should take heed to this. If you are a high-functioning, high-thinking, high-performing man, right, a high-value man, that's like the term du jour right now in certain circles on YouTube. If you're a high-value man, why would you ever seriously consider being with a woman that publicly disrespected the father of her children? Why would you ever do that? You wouldn't. You ain't got no time for that. Don't mean y'all might not spend some time together, but in terms of like taking her seriously, ain't nobody doing that. Tony writes, April ain't apologizing. In her fractured mind, she don't see what she did was wrong. If she don't see what she did was wrong, you're right. She got some real problems. What is baby girl in her 30s right now? So maybe when she get in her 40s and 50s, she'll look back and be like, damn, that was some effed up ish. But I'll tell you what, most people, a lot of people that's like that, Tony, you got to hit them with the reflection method. Like some people can only learn a lesson, like really, truly learn a lesson when the shit happens to them. Right? That's just how some people are. Like for some people, they so headstrong or fractured or whatever you want to call it, that they can't see what they've done or any fault or blame or whatever until the same thing happens to them or they're in a similar situation. And then they're like, oh, damn. Oh, damn. Right? That's just the way of the world, though. Men and women. We talking about men. We talking about women right now. Carmelita writes, I just send positive vibes their way. I know that's right. Charles writes, Fizz should have told Omarion immediately when April stepped to him. Oh, may have been like, go ahead and do you, my boy. That would have made April smaller than Smurf. Right. And more than likely, he would have said that. And sis thinks you're going to use one penis against another penis. It depends on the man. Shallow, narcissistic people are running rampant. Yes, they are. Dale writes, OZ Media's numbers were made up. Were they? damn, like I told you, I do this. So any media platforms, things that are going on around there, I always pay attention to it. And I consumed as much as I could about OZ Media because I liked it. And they also had OZ Fest, which I thought was making them money. And they started this media outfit back in 2013. The black dude, his name is Carlos Watson. If I showed you an image or two, you probably seen him on TV before. He was like a correspondent. And he started with another guy named Samir Rayo, headquarters out in California. I thought that they was doing big things. Let me go to their website real quick. Hold on. Damn. That is crazy. Hold on, I'm on their website right now. Website's still up. The website is still up. And like I said, I like what they was doing. There were some elements of what they did that I really, I thought it was on point. I was looking for them to do big things. Damn, OZ Media lies made it go up in flames. The media company announced it was closing on Friday after a week of dramatic revelations. I've been so plugged into other things, folks. I'm sorry, I forgot this, or I just missed this. Damn. OZ, or it's really Ozzy. It's really Ozzy. It's not Ozzy. It's Ozzy Media because they named it after a character, Ozymandias. Some of you might remember that from a comic book series called. They made a movie out of it too. The movie was dope. It's not coming to me fast enough. It'll come to me in a second. But that it was named after a character in a movie / comic book series named Ozymandias. And Ozymandias means something. I can't remember what it means, but it's Ozzy actually, not Ozzy. Corrected myself. Let me see. Ozzy's downfall began with a wild story in the New York Times on September 22nd or 26th, centered around a strange phone call this past Friday with Goldman Sachs. At the time, I'm gonna have to read through all of this, folks, because this is, I might even do like because I love talking about media and the media moves that are happening. That is quite interesting. So it looks like, from what I'm reading here quickly, that they were lying. In 2019, the company said it had 50 million unique monthly users. Yet in actuality, OZ only reached about 2.5 million people at some point. So they were fluffing their numbers and things like that. Of course, this is some things you should never do. And that's one thing I never do with my own show or the shows I work with. I keep it 100 about who we reach because I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Damn, that's interesting. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm going to check that out later. TNT writes, who needs a little Fizz when she was about to have Dr. Dre, even though he probably would have beat her because he beats on women? I'm glad she is away from that. TNT, you touching upon all kind of points. All kind of points. You hitting all kind of points this morning. All kinds of points. All kinds of points. Dr. Dre about to get celebrated, and he beat up D Barnes. Now, why is it that Dr. Dre gets to be celebrated and he beat the hell out of D Barnes? D Barnes, if you don't, let me take you way back. So D Barnes, she was the host of like a weekly talk show about rap in the early days of rap. And she interviewed she interviewed Ice Cube. And apparently Ice Cube says some things that pissed off the members of NWA, including Dr. Dre. Flash forward a little bit of time. I'm not sure what that time frame is, but flash forward. And D Barnes, who is a sister, and she's at a party. Guess who comes in? Dr. Dre. As the story goes, Dr. Dre drags her into the bathroom at this party and basically beats her. Beats this grown woman. Nobody checks him. Apparently, this is true because there's a whole settlement and everything. If you Google D Barnes right now, it's gonna come up. So let me get this straight. And see, this is where the NFL needs to get called out on. Now, the brother that played for the Baltimore Ravens that was beating his girlfriend, he dragged her out the elevator. Remember this? What was his name? The running back? Help me with this, family. What's the brother's name? What's the brother's name real quick? What's that brother's name? And the video came out. He was in the elevator. He was a weak ass man for that shit. What kind of, you don't get, man, that's a weak ass man shit. You got all the muscles. That's what you got to do with a woman. Come on, man. Yeah, Rice. The brother's last name was Rice. Ray Rice. Ray Rice. Thank you, TNT. Ray Rice. Now, Ray Rice been out the league completely because of what he did. But now, Dr. Dre is the centerpiece of the upcoming halftime performance that everybody want to see it now. Big old wife beater. So I thought the NFL was against the spousal abuse and domestic abuse and things like that. If that's the case, Dr. Dre should not be performing at the NFL halftime. Dr. Dre should not be performing at the NFL halftime. Fuck Dr. Dre. Yeah, I said it. Dr. Dre. Weak ass man. Come on, man. Is what you doing? Huh? We gonna just forget about that? D Barnes don't matter. Let me see if I can find an image of D Barnes for you. D Barnes don't matter. Here she matters. About people that you talk about something like while we talking about high celebrity profile men that get away with abusing black women, what about Dr. Dre? What about Dre? News One's got an article. Forgot about Dre. Abusive past comes back to haunt producer after landing Super Bowl halftime show. Only in America can you go from shunning one abuser of black woman to celebrating another in just a matter of days. This is written by Bruce C.T. Wright. That's a brother after my own mind. He's absolutely right about that. See, now you didn't set me off. Only in America can we go from a whole week of distancing ourselves from one abuser of black women and then turn right around and we're going to embrace another abuser of black women. Fuck Dr. Dre. I'm not watching that ish. I don't give a damn what they perform. I'm not watching it. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. One man protest. Everybody excited about the Super Bowl halftime. They need to take Dr. Dre off. He does not deserve to be on the stage. Period. Period. Joe writes Chad Wheeler. Yeah, that's the white dude that beat up his black girlfriend. Somebody needs to hold him down and pull his Tony and scalp his ass. That's what needs to happen to him. I don't have no tolerance for weak ass men. That's some weak ass man shit right there. So there it is. I just made my mind up. Here it is. Yeah, I won't be watching the Super Bowl halftime. One man protest. I don't give a damn about the performance. To be honest with you, there's no performance in the world that would make me compromise my integrity. I don't give a damn about none of these performers, especially the woman beating in the middle. I know D Barnes is somewhere like, black women, we don't get no respect. If you watch the Super Bowl halftime show, you are disrespecting black women, period. Maybe. I mean, I can make an argument at the very least, you're contributing to the culture that everybody said that they didn't like when it came to R. Kelly. We got to be consistent, family. We got to be consistent with this. Now, raise your hand. How many people in this with me? Raise your hand now. F Dr. Dre. Charles Rice, did Dr. Dre ever apologize or ask D. Barnes or Michelle A. for forgiveness? I don't know. Kevin writes, Jay-Z put the show together. We need to hit up Jay-Z and say, nah, bruh, everybody can stay with Dr. Dre. Take Dr. Dre out and put Kanye on there. Put Ye on there. D writes, didn't D. Barnes take a settlement again instead of pressing charges? Something like that. Something like that. I can't be honest with you. I can't remember all the specifics I see here right now. But I stand with D. Barnes and Michelle A. Let me see. In 2015, nearly a quarter of a century after first being publicly accused of publicly beating Barnes, Dr. Dre issued a brief statement offering a mea culpa for his abuse without explicitly acknowledging any brutality. So that goes to somebody's question. So apparently Dr. Dre put out a statement in 2015, and I kind of remember that. And I hit the roof in 2015. F Dr. Dre. And anybody that likes him. F Dr. Dre. Simple as that. The old Kanye, right? Leroy writes, Nathan, damn, how long did it have to be before you can perform again? He apologized. He did his time in jail. Damn, that was 25 years ago. What about R. Kelly? I missed the show where you discussed Bill Cosby having said late last week that R. Kelly got railroaded. Yeah, you know, birds of a feather flock together. You know, predators stay together, man. Predators stay together. Predators work together. Tony writes, that's not an apology, right? It's not. Not at all. Nat writes, I never watched the Super Bowl halftime show, LOL. I used that time to get more chicken wings, LOL. Really? Really? Renee writes, good morning. Speaking of chicken wings, man, again, another word to my family out there about your health. Y'all hear what happened to the brother, man, that Mark Lamont Hill? Y'all hear about Mark Lamont Hill? We got so much to talk about. We'll talk about Lizzo and twerking in a second. This is going to be an all-time classic show full of flows this morning. But I just want to say this. Mark Lamont Hill. Y'all know who Mark Lamont Hill is, right? Let me see if I can find an image of the brother. The brother's dope, in my opinion. He's dope, and right now he's the host of he's solid, should I say. He's solid. I ain't gonna say he's dope. He's solid. You know, when I've seen him in the media and arguing different things, most of the time, I think the brother's is sharp. He's on point. So I put it that way. I can't proclaim him dope because then he'll go out and do something dumb. Y'all be like, well, they said he was dope. So let me take that back. Right now, he does, I think he's the host of Black News Tonight with the Black News Channel. And I love what those people are doing over there. I wish them nothing but the best. Super, super. Started by a Black Republican. J.C. Watt started Black News Tonight. Black News Channel. But it's not, you know what's so funny about this shit, man, is you see this a lot. And I get it. This is capitalism. That's a nice picture of the brother right there. Yeah, I watch him from time to time. I usually watch it afterward. But you know, I think the brother's sharp, and they talk about our issues. They talk about people that look like us. I mean, you know what the blueprint is. You know what the blueprint is. Very interesting. You should tap in and support them. Most definitely. But what's interesting is it's not Black owned. It's majority non-Black owned. The owner of the Carolina Panthers is the majority owner of the Black News Channel. So, you know, it's all Black everything, but it's not Black owned at the top. And I don't care what nobody say, that matters. But I understand how business works. You know, you want to get up and running. You know, you got a 100 millionaire or billionaire says, look, I'll fund your project, but I want a majority of it. A lot of people are going to take that. I get it. But I think you lose something. All right. So Mark Lamont Hill was in a hospital recently. You know why? The brother had a mild heart attack. 42 years old. Apparently, he had a blood clot formed after a recent surgery. And he says the blood flow to his heart was cut off. So his situation was different from mine. But I just take this opportunity to say, take care of yourself, family. Take care of yourself. Tomorrow is not promised. Okay? Don't put your life on the line for some wings. I don't know where these wings are. Here's a picture of the brother. I don't know where these wings are that is so good that's worth your life. But I've never met a chicken wing that's worth my life. I ain't never met a chicken wing that's worth my life, ever. That'd be a powerful ass chicken wing right there. I ain't never seen it. So all I'm saying is take care of yourself, family. You'll end up like Mark Lamont Hill. His message to the family and the people is to listen to your body. Listen to your body. And with my own situation, I didn't listen to my body. My body was telling me things like, Nate, you know, little red flags and bells and whistles and alarms is going off. I'm just like, I got this. I ain't paying no attention to it whatsoever. I've got this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm invincible because you think you're invincible, right? No matter how old you get, you always see yourself as your younger self. So I'm seeing myself in my 20s, you know what I'm saying? Catching oops on a fast break, playing ball every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. That was then, bro. This is now. So take care of yourself, family. Take care of yourself. We need you. The world needs you. You're not done with the work you got to do. You're not done yet. You're just getting started. Kim writes, Kobe jersey numbers went up after his settlement with Karen, though, Nate. Did he? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Maurice Rice saw that about Mark Lamont Hill in the hospital. Elizabeth writes, good morning, just tune in. D.L. Hughley was asked if he would stop playing R. Kelly. He said something like, you didn't stop playing the national anthem. You didn't stop playing the national anthem. Yeah, but that's an ignorant response right there. Now, y'all already know, I personally, I don't really care. Again, I don't really have an issue with D.L. Hughley. Just the last time that I saw D.L. Hughley, it didn't go too well. It didn't end too well. It ended with me. I was just telling this story somewhere. It ended with me almost taking his hand right here and smacking that little motherfucker across his face. But I like his politics. I like him. This hand right here, that ain't nothing to play with right there. And I like his politics, though, and I like his show. I think that when he opens his mouth and starts talking about issues, I think the brother be on point. But that doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me because when he says we never stop playing the national anthem, I don't play the national anthem. Black folks ain't tooling around town with the national anthem playing. We don't play the national anthem like that. Black folks in general don't F with the national anthem long before Kaepernick because we knew it was it was hypocrisy. So when he says you didn't stop playing national anthem, who is he talking about? And if you go, where do they play the national anthem anyway? Like at football games, I don't stand. Baseball games, sporting venues, where do they play the national anthem? Like if you go somewhere and they're playing the national anthem, you don't have no control over that. If you go to the Reds game, you can't barge up to the announcer's box. Hey guys, could you not play the national anthem? You're not even gonna get close enough to knock on the door before security stops you. So I don't understand what his point is. That's not the issue. The question is, black man, D.L. Hughley, in as much control as you have, as the host, as the talent, in choosing what music is played during your airtime, because his show is a music show and they mix in talk, right? It comes on in the afternoons, right? Yeah. So they play music and he mixes in talk. So the question is for D.L. Hughley, in as much control as you have to play the kind of music and artists that you want to play, are you going to play R. Kelly, black man? That's what the question is. All this about the national anthem is dumb-ish. Somebody needs to check him. That response don't even make sense, Elizabeth. He's just trying to muddy the waters. Well, y'all ain't start playing the Star Spangled Banner. Who is y'all? What black person is bumping the national anthem? Nobody. That national anthem don't mean that much to black folks. I don't mean that because we know it's full of bullshit. We already know. So what is D.L. Hughley talking about? If in fact, again, I'm getting it secondhand from Elizabeth and I believe what she's saying, but that's my response to D.L. Hughley. Like, number one, what you mean you? Who is you? And then number two, that's not the question, D.L. Hughley. The question is, you're the big time host of the D.L. Hughley show. Y'all play music. Are you going to instruct the producers to not play R. Kelly, or is it anything goes? That's the question. That's a question about what you find valuable, D.L. Hughley. See how D.L. Hughley's trying to shift it from a question about his values to a question about society's values? Smart people try to do that when they're trying to deflect. That's nothing but a deflection, but we're too smart here on this show to not be able to see through his nonsense. So his response don't even make no damn sense to me, quite honestly. Jenny writes, I bet you if Dr. Dre had beat up some white women, he wouldn't be performing the Super Bowl. Correctamundo. If he had beat up, and again, in no way do I mean this to be pejorative, Becky, ain't no damn way that the majority white owners of the NFL would have allowed him to be at the halftime. Ain't no damn way. I don't believe it at all. I don't believe it. Ernest writes, Jacksonville Jags owner, right? Jason's in the house. He writes more than Nathan in the shop. So hey, good to see you, brother. Susan writes, I have not cared about whoever else rocked with Dre, but I jumped ship from the beef with Cube. I haven't ever let it go. The Michelle and D Barnes issues just solidified the sentiment. Okay, somebody got a standard. Somebody got a standard. Greg writes, I heard that Dr. Dre has some issues with domestic violence. While there is no excuse for that, let him or her who has not sinned cast the first stone. You talking about domestic violence? Well, shit, I'm going to cast the first stone. Who out here putting their hands on women? I ain't never put my hands on my wife. Who out here put their hands on a woman? Shit, I've been all kind of mad at her about, after 21 years of marriage, man, listen, we fell out about whatever, not everything, but we've had all kind of arguments and disagreements and all this kind of shit. I ain't never put my hands on her. I ain't put my hands on no woman. Any woman. So, nah, Greg. He who has not sinned, hell no. Nat writes, damn, now I gotta eat cauliflower wings. LOL. Yeah, cauliflower wings. They are nowhere near like chicken wings. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had a couple of them. I'm like, this is a wing? Don't taste like a wing. This don't taste like no wing, but when you got a greater plan in place, you do what you got to do. He said this don't taste like wings. Let me go straight to the phone. See, I forgot for a second. We got Kev on the cell. What's up, Kev?
Hughley last night, and so that comment was kind of taken all the way out of context. He cracked a joke first off, and he said if he said basically he's not gonna play any of R. Kelly's new music, which I don't think R. Kelly's gonna have any new music, to be honest. And then he, as a joke though, and then he also said something about what he was saying was y'all mad about them, playing R. Kelly music, but you still playing the national anthem, meaning, the country as a whole got some explaining to do. So it was actually in context. It was a well-crafted joke, to be honest, and it was pretty funny. I laughed yesterday. Actually, the guy that came on. Well, Nathan, I mean, think about it. Like he's saying, like you didn't stop playing. The joke is on the national anthem. Like that's what he was saying. Like y'all still playing that.
But what black person plays?
We all know what that means.
Though, Kev? Do you play the national anthem?
No. Feel me. That's what he's saying. Like y'all still playing the national anthem. You know what I'm saying? Like we know what that's about.
Yeah, but
the
Kevin,
white people, man.
I don't.
White people, man.
But white people don't. We ain't talking to white people. White people don't care if R. Kelly's played on the radio. This is a black people thing.
No. To be fair, and I don't know where. I forgot the young lady's name. I don't know where she heard it, but when he said it yesterday, he basically was trucking on all of the people in the audience who were from Liberty and were in the house. It was like I said, it was funny at the time, and I understand the message.
I get it.
I understand the message.
I get it now.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about though is these people inflating and changing their numbers, man. How do you not think you're gonna get caught?
You talking about Ozy Media?
Yeah. Huh. I mean, people, if someone is investing with you, right, and they trying to get marketing, and they're gonna check because they're like, man, look, I'm putting up my dollars. Why would you? That's crazy, man. I'm with you, Nate. You know what I'm saying? Keep your numbers real, man. I did advertising sales at one point, man, and I know our advertisers they were always checking. They were checking to make sure that they got the number of airplays they were supposed to get, and they were also checking to make sure that whatever you purported to do or say, that you did it. Because if you didn't, then they were wasting money. Most of these things, like Ozzy and stuff, Ozzy, they had advertising revenue. So last thing, then I'll let it go. And I'm today is the last day. You know what I'm saying? It's the last day. Get registered. If you're not registered, today is it. But it's easy. You can go online. Again, I don't have the website, but we search for everything. So if you search for check my voting status, it will pop up and you can register right online. Now, why do I say this to an audience that I know is either already registered or why am I saying it? Because there's some of y'all out there, some people know exactly, at least one person to whom I'm speaking, who are going to come on here and keep talking about the situation in America and all the other stuff in America and all this and all of that. And then you're not going to register and you're not going to vote. And then you're going to turn around and say, well, voting doesn't work. Well, it don't work for you because you don't do it. And this ain't no being no new citizen type thing. That's not what this is about.
Sounds like it.
I don't care if I'm man.
Like
I've been here. I talk.
Stuff.
No, see, they keep saying that, but bro, I told you I've been here a long time. I got here when I was 7, and I ain't 7 no more. When they gave me the civics, hey, Nate, real talk. When they gave me the civics exam, I said if I fail it, it's on y'all, because I went from second to my master's degree in the United States. Anything I know about history, you turn it to me. So if I don't know it, you ain't teach it well. And I said that for real to the examiner. But it's not about being new here, man. It is about that, 30% turnout, voter turnout. Everybody's seen that. Everybody sees that. So, that's easy to fix, especially for us. I ain't necessarily talking to everybody, man. I'm talking to people that have the same problems I do. And when I say us, I mean folks that ain't got everything they need all the time. Educational systems that are weak or not in place or don't have what they need. Jury pools that don't have enough Africans throughout the diaspora, in representation. All of those things are what I'm talking about. And the way those change is you got to register first, because you can't be in the jury if you're not registered, right? You got to register first, because if you don't vote, then you can't change the outcome of any election ever. That's all, man. That's all I got. Y'all be blessed. Stay safe. Peace.
Appreciate the call. You're always leveling up, man. I love your phone calls, man. Help us level up the conversation. Join the conversation. I don't bite. I'm the nicest guy in the world. I am the nicest man in talk radio by far. By far. All I ask is that you open your mind before you open your mouth. That's it. That's it. And somebody wants to know, are we taking calls? Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. You're always welcome here. Damn. Well, I'm reading that so this media company called Ozzy, short for Ozymandias. It comes from a Percy Shelley poem. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty in despair. And so I remember watching an interview with the co-founders of Ozzy Media, and they talked about that. And then, of course, Ozymandias is the name of a character in a comic book series called The Watchmen that was also later adapted into a movie. It's a pretty good movie if you like that kind of stuff. And if you haven't seen, you should check it out. It's graphic, it's adult, and it's also got this element of sci-fi in it too. You might find it interesting. But I'm reading this morning that this just happened this morning. Carlos Watson, the CEO, he went on the Today Show and said that Ozzy is still open for business, that this is our Lazarus moment, our Tylenol moment, and basically saying that they're going to recover. All right, back to the phones we go. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, Nathan. How you doing today?
Hello, Fame. I'm doing well.
Absolutely wonderful to hear. Hey, as far as those singing kids, Omarion and them, I could care less. That what they doing ain't making me, defecate. Okay, what they eat, I could care less about that. But it does go into kind of what I really want to call about. Uh, you being so quick to ride the cancel culture wave, as somebody, poignantly said, like, dude, that was 30 years ago. He made an apology, you know, uh, he gave a settlement. He issued a formal apology 5 years ago when Straight Outta Compton came out. Like, damn, what more do you want him to do? He's supposed to not eat over one incident. Supposed to not eat for the rest of his life.
That's an exaggeration.
Well, that's what y'all saying.
No, Dre's a billionaire, right? Damn near. If he don't perform at the Super Bowl, he's still gonna eat. He got plenty of money.
So what? He want to eat some more.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's a week after all this stuff with R. Kelly, and now you gonna celebrate this serial abuser of women? The timing looks bad.
Some people are tone deaf, but this is when they usually announce what the Super Bowl is going to be about. If you're a grown ass man watching the halftime Super Bowl, that's your problem. If you're a grown ass man watching the halftime of any sporting event, other than Ohio State's marching band doing Script Ohio or an HBCU performing, what the hell's your problem? Who watches halftime?
Millions of people across the globe watch the halftime.
Now they're going to make it an entertainment. They make it an entertainment thing.
The halftime goes right with the commercials. It's a social thing. So millions of people watch it, Fame.
They make it a social thing, an entertainment thing to attract women viewers. Okay, Snoop portrayed himself as a pimp for about 10 years of the 30 years he's been famous. A pimp and a gangster. His security killed a man. We're just picking and choosing who we want to cancel. His security killed an innocent man.
Was he innocent?
That guy wasn't a threat to them.
Oh, okay.
The way you hear that story shake down, that guy wasn't a serious threat to where you need to start busting immediately. But what I was going to say was, what this clearly shows, is that if you're a savant in one area in your life, you're going to be severely lacking in other areas of your life. That's why cancel culture is BS. Look at everybody everybody from Michael Jackson to Dr. Dre to Michael Jordan, a known gambler and philanderer. There's a former mobster who was on Vlad TV saying Michael Jordan's dad was killed because of his gambling. This is a public record that he put on an interview on a very popular network, a very popular website or platform, Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan's greatest basketball player in the world. Kobe's second or third best. Both of them had issues. Dr. Dre, one of the greatest musicians we know. Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson. If you're a savant in one area, you're going to be severely lacking in other places. You can't be good at everything. So F cancel culture. It makes no sense. It's like what they do in schools now. Teaching to the middle. We want everybody to be average. Put these average performers out there. Dr. Dre's a musical savant. I want to hear his catalog. That's why we talk about Dr. Dre with the verses and Puffy. There's only one or two people Dr. Dre can go against on the verses. That he won't just smoke everybody else. Jay-Z and Puffy. Savants. Things happen.
Is R. Kelly
you get
a savant?
What I'm saying, B? Huh?
Is R. Kelly a savant?
He wasn't a musical savant?
I'm saying, does he
he released one
as well?
He was going through he was going through the underage stuff at one other point. He released one song, we forgot about it. He released the Jammy Jam of all time, Step in the Name of Love. And people forgot about that shit. I'd say he's a musical savant. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? You can't be good at everything. You're going to be, if all your talent is, centered one way, you're going to lack other places.
I think that's an oversimplification when you're talking about men who are abusing people. Like it's almost like
I
you
don't
letting
think
them
it's
off
an.
the hook. It just sounds too.
I don't think it's an over.
It sounds
If you
too.
think I'm letting them off the hook, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's too soft to say you can't be good at everything. That doesn't completely explain why Dr. Dre beat the hell out of D Barnes or Michelle A. That don't explain that. It's too soft.
22-year-old Dr. Dre, over emotional. First time, got a bunch of money in his pocket. He probably thinks he's on top of the world. He's invincible.
So
it took you at 50 and having a heart attack to realize you weren't invincible.
So what?
It probably took him going through that with her to realize he wasn't invincible.
He beat up a woman. That don't explain nothing.
Listen, I'm not his defense attorney. I'm not here to protect him or defend him. I'm just saying.
Now? All you've been doing is blocking.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's what you're trying to make me out to be because you like to create villains on your show.
Did.
I'm not the villain. I'm here educating you to let you realize, what I said earlier about being exceptional in one area, lacking others. That's a goddamn fact. Ask one of them clinicians that call your show, Jerica or somebody. They'll gladly tell you that. It's in the DSM-4 and 5.
Oh, is it? I
yes.
had to see it. I had to read it for myself. I think you glossing over and oversimplifying, and on some level, you almost letting Dr. Dre off the hook talking about something. He can't be good at everything. We never asked you to be good at everything. Just don't beat up women.
I think the moral of my point about Dr. Dre is that also that this was 30 years ago, and how many times you want him to apologize and suffer?
I want to apologize at least one good time, which he hasn't yet. And
he did in 2015 before Straight Outta Compton came out.
He ain't apologized.
Yes, he did.
He should have.
Yes, he did because this came up then.
No,
this came up then.
You asked me what I want to happen to him. Do I think he should suffer for what he did? Yeah, I do. And I think the week after all this stuff with R. Kelly, he shouldn't be celebrated, as being a part of the upcoming halftime Super Bowl performances. I just feel like the timing is bad.
And like I said, listen, R. Kelly and whatnot, that was last week. That's been going on for 20 years. They just finally got him. Timing, is not just, he can't help the timing of it all. NFL comes offering a bag to produce a halftime show. I'm a musician. I'm taking that bag. You just don't like football. It goes back to that. You just don't like football. That's all, man. You wanted to be a basketball savant. You were big and burly. Everybody asked you, you play football? Oh, I don't play football. I hoop. And you didn't like that, and it made you uncomfortable. And now, as a 50-year-old man, you have a complex about football. It's okay. Get over that shit. That's why you come up here sweating Kaepernick, who did nothing for you. But hey, it's been real, man.
I mean, are you done?
I had fun.
Okay, thank you.
I'm done. I had fun.
Good.
Believe it or not.
So did I.
And I'll holler at you again.
Look forward to it. We'll go ahead and rack you up. Minus that last part. Couldn't be further from the truth, but appreciate you. Hey, listen, are children around? Is your boss them around? Close your door. Close your door. If you're at work, close your door because I'm about to play a video. There's some extreme language, but I want you to check out this video. It's gone viral, and I want you to tell me whether you think this man should keep his job or not. And I'm not going to tell you I have all the backstory to it because I do not. But you can find this on World Star. Heated exchange. This man appears to be the manager of a hotel, and he was dealing with some people that I believe either caused a disruption or they were asked to leave, and he got in his feelings and went out the door and confronted dude and everything. And I want to know, have you ever had a situation like this before? What would you do with it? But ultimately what I want to know is, do you think that this man should keep his job? Now, this is a black man, right? Black men and their jobs, right? I want to tell me what you think. But again, close your cubicle door. Shut the door, turn it down a little bit because you're going to hear some extreme language. The video is only about 1 minute and 13 seconds long. You ready? You ready? All right, rotate.
You have nothing, so shh. Please. Don't shush me. Please. Don't shush me.
Okay, please be quiet. Because I don't want to hear your mouth no more. Period.
Oh my God.
I don't need to hear you at all. Don't cuss at me, young man.
Hey.
Hey, look here, man.
Hey. Hey.
Don't push on my door. I don't know who the fuck you think you is, but don't push my door, brother. I'm not the one you think I am, brother. I will take 20 years of the military and beat your ass. You understand me? Now, don't you ever disrespect nobody up in this hotel. You understand me? Because I'm not the motherfucker you think I am. You understand me? Yeah. Don't fucking play with me, boy. Ain't no cameras out this motherfucker. We ain't in the hotel no more.
Let's leave one camera.
I'm recording you right now.
Okay?
Don't get off.
Now get out my hotel.
I am.
Get out.
I am.
Can you put your
Walk
mask up,
away
please?
from me.
No, get out. Because you don't have no room here, and you in here disturbing my thing. You cussing at my receptionist.
I did not.
You threatening my receptionist. Get out of here.
I did
Get
not
out.
threaten her. I'm walking away. If you would.
No, you ain't walking away. You standing here.
Would give me some
Goodbye.
space,
Goodbye.
dude.
Bye. Goodbye.
What do you think about that? Was that good service? He said, you ain't here disrespecting, cussing at my receptionist. That brother don't own that fucking hotel. I'll never, these people that get on these jobs and end up being worker bees for massa. You don't own shit. You don't own nothing at that hotel, and they will fire your black ass as soon as it's expedient. Run around here talking about my receptionist. This is always hilarious to me. But do you think you went too far? So get buddy, somebody's get your uncle in them, man. Why your uncle all in people's face and all this kind of stuff? What's up with your uncle and them, man? Somebody's uncle. Seemed to me like dude had a bad day, and they kind of walked into that. That's what it seems like to me. Cause he went overboard. Why was he so angry? Don't you be slamming my door. Number one, it's not your door, buddy. If somebody shatters every glass in that building, the money to pay for it is not coming out of your paycheck. So calm down, buddy. All up in his feelings. Talking about, I'll take 20 years of military service and whoop your ass. And I'm looking at dude like, it's going to take all 20 years. I mean, it takes 20 years of military service for you to handle that. That seems a little strange to me, but it takes all kinds, I guess. Buddy is mad. Look at him. He wouldn't did that with I don't think he would have did that with a black man. It's real easy to be tough with he's like a little kid. Look at he's all on his face. You don't want to mess with this. Clearly, dude has some issues. Clearly, he has some issues.
Take 20 years of the military and beat your ass. You understand me?
I mean, that's a threat right there. You can do that, and you be the manager. You're the manager of a hotel, and you can do shit like that? You gonna beat it? Why are you gonna beat his ass, Mr. Manager? For what? It's people these days, man.
Now, don't you ever disrespect nobody up in this hotel.
Oh, my God. Back up, buddy. Back up. 6 feet. Mask up.
You understand me? Because I'm not the motherfucker you think I am.
He said, I'm not the one that you fucking think I am. Oh, boy. Somebody was bullied. I'm not the one that you think I am. Like, I don't even know you, bro. I don't think anything about you. I mean, you could be special forces MacGyver type for all I know. I'm meeting you for the first time. What you mean? I'm not the one you think I am. Oh my God, they was shook though, boy. I wonder what happened to dude. I suspect he might.
You understand?
Like if I'm the manager, the owner, I got a problem with the way he dealt with this. It ain't that serious. Hell, the owner of the property wouldn't do all of that. They'd just call the boys. And he out here, all worker bee out here.
Yeah. Don't fucking play with me, boy. Ain't no cameras out this motherfucker. We ain't in the hotel no more.
I'm recording you right now.
He said, I'm recording you right now. There ain't no cameras out here. We outside the hotel now. So sis was like, I'm recording you right now. Oh man, I love the 21st century. So I'm recording you right now. Yeah, we gonna. And like I said, I in the look what he does next.
No. Fuck what you do.
Everybody says that. When you're recording somebody like on the job doing something, the police, they all say the same thing. I don't give a fuck about that camera. Everybody say the same thing. I don't care about that damn camera. If you're ever in that situation, watch it, because a lot of people try to smack the camera out your hand. I would take that as you punch me in the face. I would say, no, if you can smack something out my hand, you too close to bodily harm. I would take it the same way as you punch me. That's how I would take it. But so just watch it. I don't give a fuck about that camera. Nobody cares about the camera until the tape is rolling and you having a meeting with HR. Then you care about the camera. Everybody said all humans are the same. I don't care about the camera. Get that camera out of my face. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you recorded me. Right? Everybody said the same thing until they sitting down with their boss and they rolling the tape and the HR people there. They're like, oh shit, I should have cared about that camera, right? But do you think that he should have should he be fired? Should he be fired? Diane writes, I need the backstory. I mean, it don't really matter what the backstory is unless they put their hands on him. But it didn't appear they did that. It appeared to me that was in there being rude. Now, I will say this, like when you on an establishment, you in another business, when they ask you to leave, at that moment, if you don't leave, you're trespassing and they're subject to call the boys. When the police show up, no matter what the scenario is, even if they're wrong, you're going to leave right then and there. That's going to be a part of it. Come on, sir, let's go, they don't want you here no more. Now, you might have a case, but you have to deal with that later. In the moment, you are leaving the premises, just so you know that. It don't matter whether if it don't matter what, you can have a room there. Your ass is about to leave. So get ready for that. Dale writes, Marriott don't play that. Customer service number one. Yeah, I don't know. Tony writes, when keeping it real goes bad. Dale writes, lost a job. Let me see. Akeem writes, can we eventually celebrate a black accomplishment today? Bruce B, listen, don't do that. Don't hit me with what you think we supposed to be talking about. Akeem, save all that shit. Let me do this. I'll program this. Now, if you want to make a suggestion, Akeem, send a link, bro. Send a link. Maybe we'll talk about it. Post it in the friends page. But can we eventually? We celebrate black accomplishments every single day. Please stop it. I ain't here for it. I ain't going for it at all. Crystal writes, oh, snap. Who is dude? I don't know. Some say he's the hotel manager. Can't we at least? These Negroes kill me when they want to be selective with their blackness. Please stop it. Let me see. Or just deal with it internally. Don't project that shit on me. I don't want to see it. TNT writes, he has anger issues and probably beat on women. Ooh, boy. Diane writes, I need the backstory. Backstory would be nice. Kevin writes, he went in for his coworker. I don't see the problem. You don't see the problem? What the hell? You think that's the way people on the job are supposed to act? Oh, this reminds me of that brother down in Houston. Remember the brother down in Houston? He had a restaurant and the girls was twerking. You know what I'm saying? Bop, bop, bop. They go then pop, bop, 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 bop. They was getting the twerk on. They was playing Big Frida in the restaurant, and ladies was twerking, getting their twerk on, twerking against you. Ain't nothing wrong with a little twerking grind. John's in the line. John, hold on 1 second, brother. Let me finish this flows. I want to get it all in. I'll go straight to you. It ain't nothing wrong with a little twerking grind, right? That's as much R. Kelly as you getting. I feel dirty just even saying the melody. Ugh. Anyway, remember the brother down in Houston? He went in on the black, primarily women in the room, cussed them all out. This is my mother. I didn't buy this restaurant. I bought a restaurant so we can have something good and clean and pure. In here defiling my restaurant. We got fish and grits back there. You don't be dancing, that's my fish and grits. Remember all that nonsense? Dude got all in his feelings. We in here making wings and fries and burgers, and you got the nerve to come in my place twerking. Get out of my place twerking, right? And what I tell you, he wasn't professional. If you don't want people to dance in your establishment, then you do two things. You put a sign on the door or the counter, and you don't play Big Frida. When you start playing Big Frida, I think that's Big Frida, then people are going to respond to the kind of music that they're playing. If you don't want people to twerk, and again, there's exceptions to every rule, then don't play twerk music. But you can't play twerk music and then expect for people not to twerk. Sidebar on twerking. I told you. I told you so. I told you. I was validated over the weekend. I posted this on the Nathan Ivey Show page on Facebook. The last time I checked, nobody interacted with it. And I'll tell you why. And I knew this already. Twerking is rooted in African dances. Twerking is rooted in African dancing. Part of white supremacy is to convince black people that everything that's you and of your culture is nasty, is wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. You got black folks out there that think more about the salsa dancing than they do twerking. I never understood it. Ain't nothing wrong with twerking. It's of us. It's from the motherland. And we can thank Lizzo for this. Lizzo, I'm not sure if you've seen this. I saw it the weekend. Lizzo broke down the whole damn history of twerking. She even named the African dances that twerking was based off of. Yeah. She did a TED Talk. Lizzo did a TED Talk. It was posted 3 days ago. You know what I'm saying? It's on my Facebook page, The Nathan Ivey Show. You want to check it out. She broke the whole history down. So ladies, you don't have to feel bad about twerking anymore because it's legitimate. It's of our culture. You know what I'm saying? But people out there have been brainwashed to believe that twerking is nasty. It ain't no damn different than any other dance that's out here. And if you go to, let's say you go on Instagram or TikTok, if you go and check out some of the like popular, like African, Nigerian, Ghanaian dancers, choreographers, if you go to their pages and look at what they post and some of their dancing, you're going to see elements of twerking in a lot of what they do. But here in America, white folks that made you feel bad about moving your hips. Ain't nothing wrong with moving your damn hips rhythmically. Ain't nothing. They wish they could do that. You can't twerk it next to my cheeseburger. I'm trying to eat my pizza. If some of the ladies put down the pizza and the wing and pick up twerking, you'll be healthier. I said it. And I meant it. I'm standing by it. Props to Lizzo, man. Props to Lizzo. Thank you, Lizzo. I've been telling people for years, never did the time for the research. She did the whole research and everything. And I watched it like, I got to share this on Monday. Because we got some people in here that's twerking a verse. You twerk shy. You twerk shy. You're twerking my food. It's just moving your hips, black woman. That's all it is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everything we do, they try to make it seem like it's something bad until Miley Cyrus start doing it, and she'll make $10 million off of it, and it's the best thing ever. Stop it. Ladies, moral of the story, get your twerk on. Twerk all day and all night. Twerk everywhere because it's of our culture. You tell them I said it. I mean that too. I ain't joking with you. I'm dead serious about that. Ain't nothing wrong. I never thought there's anything wrong with it. I ain't got me twerking next to my chili cheese fries. I'm over here trying to eat my chili cheese fries and get a coronary embolism, and you over here twerking. Uh-huh. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Oh my God. No one man should have all this fun. No one man should have all this fun. So what's the moral of the story? Twerking is legitimate now. And if you disagree with me, then go check out Let Me Rice Twerk from Africa. Right. Man, I can hit you to the game. Brent Rice, Nate, why you bring up old shit? I got to bring up the old shit because you know me, I'm not the kind of person to not tell you I told you so. I'm going to tell you. And when I saw Lizzo, I'm like, damn, sis, she did this whole thing for us. People should check it out. I ain't got no problem with Lizzo twerking. None. No, it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot less healthy things that you could be doing with your time, ladies, than getting your twerk on. It's gonna make you. It's gonna get. You're gonna make those knees are gonna be bulletproof. You're gonna bulletproof those knees, bulletproof those hips, bulletproof those glutes. Get it in, get it in. It's just a form of exercise. That's it. I ain't got no problem with it. I'm gonna post a link for you real quick so you can check it out. I'm not gonna play it right now. I think it's probably copyrighted protected, and I don't need those problems right now. But again, I watched it in its entirety and then kind of circled out and watched some different parts of it. This was on point. This was on point. So props to Lizzo. The truth shall set you free. Thank you, Lizzo. That's an image of her at the Lakers game getting her twerk on with a thong on. I ain't mad at her. Get your twerk on. That's right. So, ladies, you don't have to feel self-conscious about it. You ain't got to do that no more. Just tell people it's African. It's from our culture. From our culture. Trying to think some of my favorite, like, African-based. Who was some of my favorite African-based? Like one of my favorite African-based dancers right now. I don't know. I have to think about it. It'll come to me. Kamar writes, nobody wants twerk win in their food. I don't even know what twerk win is. But you ain't got no. But see, we as black people, we got no problem with salsa win though. Because salsa, that's romantic. Oh, that's sophisticated. Salsa dancing, that's something we should take classes. Oh, we should learn to absorb other people's culture. Oh, salsa dancing. Ooh, dancing with the stars. But twerking, oh, that's bad. Ooh, what's wrong with you? Why you bending over? Oh, why you showing them cheeks? Oh, look at her move them hips. Oh, that's bad. Come on, please. I don't believe none of it. I don't believe none of it. Shannon writes, you silly. I am. I got a silly part to me, Shannon. Good morning to you, sis. Loving the avatar. Yeah, that is true. But I'm dead serious at the same time. Dead serious. Dale writes, there is a cultural reason for that dance and not for the purposes of what we do in America. Jericho writes, Nate, it's not new information, now your history. Here we go, another black man giving black women instructions on what to do with our bodies. FOH, fuck out of here. Oh, you gonna FOH me like that, sis? Okay, I'm okay. All right. I don't know what you, I don't know. For me, to be honest with you, Jericho, sis, for me, I believe that what I'm saying is empowering for women and primarily black women. I believe that what I'm saying is very empowering. You know what I'm saying? I think that black women should shrug off the shackles of what other people think is right or wrong and do you. And that includes twerking. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Lift the veil off twerking and call it what it is. It's called dancing. It ain't no difference. Twerking is just like the damn robot. It's just like the centipede. It's just like ticking. It's the same way. It's no different. It's just a style of dancing. And like I said, if you tap into some of these African-based TikTokers who are like dancers and cinematographers, number one, they do some shit that nobody can do. Like, that's at a whole nother level of shit. Like them cats over in Africa, and I'm thinking of two in particular. One is based in Ghana, the other is based in somewhere. I don't see Americans doing them kind of moves. Americans be doing all this simple stuff and all this kind of shit. They on a whole nother level over there. They're on a whole nother level over there. But when you look at the moves, it's got elements of what some people would say is twerking and a lot of it. And it's just an expression. It's just dancing. That's all it is. Ain't no problem with you. TC writes, y'all wild, LOL. Some days. Maxine writes, everything from Africa is righteous. Tony writes, oh God, John's coming on soon. John's coming on soon. Oh man, you're wrong for that. TC writes, I love Lizzo. She is a talented sister. She is a talented sister. She did a great job with the TED Talk too. Because like they memorize all that. Like how you gonna memorize 20 minutes worth of every word? Maybe they must have like a teleprompter somewhere, but she did a good job. Jerica's here to just to hate. She is hate. She's like my little sister, man. Oh my God. Jerica writes, you don't know any, neither do we. Well, my favorite right now is a chick named her name is what is her name? Rosie Lucci. Check out Rosie Lucci. Super dope. Super dope. She's one of my favorites. She's my favorite right now. I can't. There's another sister who I like, and then there's a dance group full of all men, all based in Africa. I forget the name of these cats, man. I'm sorry, but start there. Start with Rosie Lucci. Super dancing, just taking that shit to a whole nother level. So yeah, I do know what I don't never talk about. When I say some Jack, I always know what I'm saying. I just can't remember her name, but check out Rosie Lucci, Lucci. She's super dope. And she's African-based choreographer, super dope. Jerica writes, is there not a difference between popping your ussy in a restaurant and salsa dancing? No, there isn't. There's no difference between, see how you want to make it all. See, look at you. You see, it's very revealing, Jerica. Ooh. First, Lord, forgive me for my brash delivery. All right, I got to get that in. I'm a little bit late. But sis, let me go here real quick. Why you got to say popping your ussy? See, why you got to do that with it? Just say, but what you didn't call it popping your ussy with salsa dancing. They pop their ussy. Why is it that two black people, salsa dancing is more credible and should be looked up to more than twerking? I don't understand that. To me, it's all the same. It's just another form of dance. Why is it that black people think that salsa dancing is above or better than or more respectable than twerking? I'll never understand that. I'll never understand it, but it is what it is. Maxine writes, the devil is a lie. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. TNT writes, the last day to register to vote is today. Absolutely, TNT, and a great segue into our next break. Today is the last day to register to vote. Tomorrow, early voting begins here in Hamilton County. You can early vote over at the Hamilton County Board of Elections. Well, what are we voting for? Numerous things, right? Potential ballot issues, city council members, mayor, and also school board members, Cincinnati school board members. All very, very, very important roles that need to be filled. Who's going to fill them? It's not too late. It's not too late. Early voting begins tomorrow. Again, you have 3 early voting options. I'll say it again. So I want you to be great out here. I want you to be great. All right. Early in-person voting over at the Hamilton County Board of Elections. You can absentee by mail vote, or you can vote on November the 2nd, which is the election day. All right. Get it in, family. With that, I'm going to take a quick pause. We'll be right back in just a couple of minutes. Take this time to like, and in particular, share today's show, family, and we'll be right back.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you.
Good morning, Choppers. I'm Scotty Johnson, candidate for Cincinnati City Council. Unfortunately, injustice remains in the city of Cincinnati. A remedy for injustice is courageous, bold leadership. I plan on bringing that type of leadership to City Hall. It's time to stop talking about it and to start doing something about it. Disparities have been in Cincinnati far too long. I'm the candidate to address those disparities. Vote Scotty Johnson for Cincinnati City Council.
Paid for by friends of Scotty Johnson. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Remember, these are promotions, ad promotions, not personal endorsements from me. I don't do personal endorsements. Good morning to you. Welcome back. Welcome back. There it is. 513-873-7134. You got to make your own decision. I say check out the candidates forums and decide who you think best represents what you're looking for. Black, white, Democrat, Republican, Independent, Charter, whatever. I am looking forward to see what happens. Should be quite interesting. And if you know candidates and they might be looking for more visibility, as here we are in the home stretch, tell them about the Nathan Ivey Show. Amplify your message. Good morning. Now, where were we? Let me see here. Let me see. Tony Rice, I love early voting. Good morning to you. Patriarchy is rooted in African culture too, but we shun that. Who does? Jericho Rice, big bro, you are something else. You're gonna make me late to work. Great. That means I'm doing my job. I just want to get you thinking, get you motivated every single morning. I want to motivate you every single morning. I want you to live your best life professionally, personally. And I want to talk slick and greasy, as Fame might say. Angela writes, salutations. Hey, good morning to you. Jericho writes, oh, your ass. There is a time and place for twerking. I'm not concerned with what others do. I'm just concerned about my people and the way we present ourselves. I'm just telling you, there's nothing wrong with twerking. It's not a misrepresentation. It's the way people are projecting negative things onto it. And listen, why you arguing me, Jerica? Go argue with Lizzo. She did the TED Talk. She broke it all the way down. Props to Lizzo this morning. See, Akeem, we are celebrating Black excellence this morning. Way to go, Lizzo. Oh my God. Let's hope the hell has a radio station, man. Or matter of fact, I don't even need a radio station. I just need to get on the internet, get some mics, do what I do. We'll have a good time. Maybe not. Tiffany writes, eating pork, barbecue wings are part of our culture, but yet Nathan shames people for eating it. I don't shame anybody for anything. What the hell are you talking about, Tiffany? You ain't never heard me shame nobody for eating anything. I'm just here. I wouldn't care about my community if I didn't share with you the good news. If I didn't share the good news with you, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Okay? And the good news is that food heals you. When I look at our community and I look at us health, let me spend some time here because I got to tell Tiffany about herself. My little sisters, man. See? Big bro got to come through again and correct everything. Oh my God. Everybody's a damn contrarian these days. But I know where I'm at. I'm in the shop with the sharks. You roll with sharks, you're going to get bitten. I get it. But let me correct you, sis. Talking about shame. I ain't shame nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want my people to live their best life. You know, I don't want you to experience what I experienced. I don't want that. And the good news is that Black people, and I'm speaking directly to Black people because that's who my audience is primarily. As Jerica puts it, and the others too, they're here as well, always are very welcome. But as I see it, this is what we need. But when I look at the health issues that Black people are dealing with, diabetes, hypertension, coronary heart disease, stress, all kinds of these issues, a lot of it can be traced back to our own consumption patterns. And that's the good news, Tiffany. The gospel, the gospel about good health is that you have so much control. What you've been doing, what's already happened doesn't have to be your reality moving forward. You don't have to live like that. You can make changes. You can change your body. Because if you can change your health, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Nothing's impossible. And that's the good news, Tiffany. The good news is that eat whatever you want to eat. Just be mindful. Make some small changes, maybe some medium change. Then you go to some big changes. And I want my people to live long and as healthy as possible. I personally want to live to my 90s. Me, I got 95. I want to live to be 95. But I don't want to be like an old broke down 95. I want to be the 95. They're like, damn, yo, that's your pops. Pops out here hitting them weights. That's the kind of 95. And it's possible. We can do that. So I'm spreading the good news, Tiffany. I'm not shaming anybody. I'm in no position to shame anybody. Tony writes, twerking is more a mating call than dance. I like it though, but isn't salsa the same way? Isn't that some of these dances, the dance of love? All these dances, oh man, we love them. We got it. Oh, it's so difficult. I want to learn this. I want to take classes at the Y. But then you don't want to learn these other dances. To me, it's all the same. It's a dance. Let me write, love to watch African dance. So check out that Instagram I just told you about. She got a whole bunch of super dope dance videos. Charles writes, no, Nate, LOL, salsa didn't have the same origins they do in America. Twerking started to gain steam because of them girls on them poles. Nate, I take Zumba and mixed fit classes and both include twerking in some form. Thank you. Thank you, Lizzo. Thank you. Sister Iris now, she writes, Citizens Complaint Authority board meeting tonight at 5 p.m. 8 cases will be discussed. You can join by Zoom. I'll try to post a link. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. People could check that out. I love that these things are online and digital based. You can check them out for yourself now. I love it. Let me see. Okay, I'm not making any friends this morning. Jericho ain't feeling me. Tiffany ain't feeling me. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I can live with that. Let me see. Retro writes, Nate, the music is still playing while you're speaking. Okay, I think it's ended now, right? Okay, good. Okay, John, call me right back, bro. I'll put you straight on. Forgot Joke was here. There's John. First, let me read this. Twerking is like mapoka, yes, an intentionally aggressive, sexually provocative mating dance that simply shouldn't be done anywhere, anytime. It's just socially indecent in certain situations. I hear what you're saying, but then I don't hear what you're saying. Like, I think that I hear what you're saying in the sense that it could be any kind of form of dance that might be socially indecent in certain situations, right? Like, let's say you're at, I don't know. Let's say you're at your little kid's, band recital. They're all third graders and they've been working with their wood instruments and for so long. And now it's time for the music class to do the winner's recital, something like that. Okay, great. I get you. But that's not really the issue. Anybody that's doing something in that situation like that, no matter what it is, whether it's twerking or something else, people are going to look at them sideways. All I'm saying is I remember having a conversation about this bar restaurant down in Houston, Lakeisha, and some women started twerking, and the black dude got all in his feelings, started yelling and cursing. He cussed everybody else, and I thought that's unprofessional, and it blew me away that black people were calling in like, "Oh, he did the right thing. I would do the same thing." And I'm like, wait a minute. Number one, when you're at work, you're supposed to be professional. You're not supposed to respond to things that are happening when you at work the way you would do when you're not at work. And your boss, if you got a boss, don't expect for you to react at work the way you would do personally. On top of the fact that you're the owner of the establishment and you want people to come back and feel comfortable, and you just cuss the whole restaurant out, it was unbecoming. But to me, it spoke to the fact that when you're criticizing black women, even some black women will jump on board with that nonsense. He was dead wrong. So I just brought it forward because people was like twerking next to my cheeseburger. I'm like, so what if it was a salsa? Would that be better? And people was like, yeah, I'd be better. I'm like, well, what's the difference? You're moving your hips. What's the difference? There's no difference. So that's what I mean, Lakeisha. That's what I mean. Akeem writes, put a name on African dancing is not pronounced twerking. Well, you're Akeem Jaffer, Princess Zamoon, to tell us what the damn name is, Akeem. He says, you know it. Tell it. Share, bro. God damn it. Nay celebrates 304 behaviors and bonnets. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what you mean. Tracy writes, you do shame people for what we eat. I eat McDonald's, fried chicken, etc. And you just said, and elf folks who are going to watch Dr. Dre. You're always shaming. You just don't realize it. No, I'm never shaming. That's just the way you take it. And that's very interesting. Anybody that would take what I'm saying as shaming, that's very interesting. I think it says more about the way that their brain processes information and maybe something about them and less about me. Let me see. Tony writes, you want to be that Jack LaLanne 95. Right. I want to be the black Jack LaLanne. Right. Lakeisha writes, right. It's not ladylike to eat chicken wings off the bone, but twerking in a restaurant is just fine. Why you can't bring up old shit? Why are you bringing up old shit, Lakeisha? Well, nobody even trying to make no old points, and here you are bringing up old stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you some points for it though. Do we have ABs in here?
I built the
You're not natural, baby. I see you got that perm in there. I still love you. You're gorgeous, but you're not nappy. You got to be nappy, baby. You got to be nappy.
Has anybody been paying attention to Dr. Umar Johnson? That man is a certified show. He is a show. So apparently, and I'm all over the place at this point, but bear with me. It's par for the course. It's a Monday, which is kind of like a Friday. It's just early in the week for me. Every day is a Friday, really. I'm getting a kick out of some of these responses. Shaming. Yeah, shame on you for saying that, Tracy. Anybody else? And Tiffany. Shame on you. But anyway, so Dr. Umar Johnson is a certified show, man. I watched a couple videos from this man in the last week or so, man. This man was soliciting donations for his temporary office. And he does this thing where he says everything like 5 times. Who's going to be the first person to give us a donation for the FDMG Academy temporary office? I need a couch, brothers and sisters. I need a couch, brothers and sisters. I need a couch, brothers and sisters. I'm like, what in the hell? Dude is a whole show. He is a whole show. I watched the video. This man was begging people to donate couches for his temporary office, right? It was funny as hell. Then this man starts talking about, ladies, you ain't going to come up in here to my office. Ladies, you ain't going to come up in my office. Ladies, you ain't going to come up in my office. He says everything 4 or 5 times. You ain't going to come in my office and think you're going to ensnare the good doctor. We're going to have hidden cameras in my temporary office. That's what he said. He was serious as hell. We're going to have we're going to have hidden cameras in the temporary office. So y'all come up in here and try to say I did something to you. We're going to have hidden cameras in my temporary office. This man was like, who's going to donate a couch for my temporary office? I was rolling. And apparently on Mike Tyson's podcast, he had, I don't know, Bosco, something like that was on there. And they started talking about Umar Johnson. I think it's who it was. And Mike Tyson was completely oblivious to him. And I think Bosco was telling him about Dr. Umar Johnson being against interracial dating. And Mike Tyson was like, oh, he's against interracial dating. What's wrong with the brother? And so they were having like some off the cuff conversation, right? Umar Johnson picked on it immediately, created his whole graphic where he wants to box Mike Tyson for charity for FDMG Academy. Man, I saw a video. He was doing this Rocky impersonation. I'm like, this dude is like straight modern day P.T. Barnum with it. Straight modern day black P.T. Barnum. Straight up circus, man. This mother was like playing Rocky. We gonna do it. And you can tell he can't box a lick. From what I saw, he can't box a lick. I'm like, what in the fuck is he doing? Oh my God, it's just so much fun, man. Thank you, God, for the internet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I would have all this fun. He is a certified P.T. Barnum. Oh my God. It was the funniest thing. Rachel writes, check out Bill Cotto in Cincinnati on Montgomery Road if you're really interested in the history of African dance. I know the good folks over Bill Cotto. They do great work. I used to work with them. Shit, I used to put money in their pocket, quite honestly. Lots of money in their pocket when I was back in my after school days because they had after school programming. And being the black man that I am, I wanted to bring some culture to my after school program. And they did great work. Never had any issues with them. Always on time. Great people. And it was culturally enriching, but also keeping kids moving physically. I have nothing but good things to say about the good people over at Bio Koto. They do great work. I'm very well aware of what they do. Brent writes, Nate, you are misremembering. The Dallas restaurateur did not cuss out the whole restaurant. No, Brent, I'm not misremembering. He cussed out the whole restaurant because he was screaming at the top of his lungs. Had he just directed it just to that table, that would have been different. He even turned to everybody and said, anybody don't want to do this, you can get out. That is not true. Why are you trying to change the history, Brent? Especially after he stood up on a bench and was twerking with their hands on a plate glass wall. Yeah, I saw that. That's what people do when they twerking, man. Like Omarion said, I mean, when you twerking, sometimes they can put their hands on the wall and twerk. It is what it is. Tracy writes, now you're shaming my brain and calling me slow. Gotcha. That's exactly what I'm doing, Tracy. She is hilarious, shaming my brain. Salsa is much different than twerking. Two different dances. Yeah, but you still moving your hips on both of them. No difference. No difference. It's still a dance. It's a dance and you move your hips to do it. That's my point. TC writes, I'm going to eat my wings till you see the bone and lick my fingers, LOL. Now, TC, I'm not going to go over the old stuff because somebody already did, and I don't need to. Bringing up old shit. But let's just say that ladies do not eat wings off the bone in public. They eat boneless wings with a fork and a knife. That's what a lady does. Maxine writes, I love Dr. Umar Johnson. Dude is straight PT ball. Who gonna donate and get me a couch in my temporary office? I was rolling, man. It's hilarious as hell. Oh my God, it was so funny. Talking about his temporary office is gonna have hidden cameras in it, so ladies don't come up there and accuse him of some kind of sexual impropriety. I'm like, dude, you don't even have a desk in there, and you talking about temporary hidden cameras? Who's gonna donate to hit the hidden camera? Something's going on there. I don't know. Like I said, I watch women twerk, and the ones doing it right aren't popping their backs, but okay. Tony writes, Umar got P.T. Barnum in his blood. Nat writes, I remember Nate used to say ladies got to eat boneless wings in public. That's right. Brandy writes, I thought it was just me. 5 times we heard you the first time. Oh my God. Twerking is always cool until it's your daughter online popping her ass butt cheeks for likes, but the shit is tacky and it's false advertising. Listen, how would I feel about my daughter popping it? My daughter's 16, she's gonna be 18. When she get 18 and she got her own Instagram account, she can do what the hell she want to do with it. You know, at that point, me and her mother become advisors because we ain't got no real say-so over it. So I'm not going to be caught in my feelings. I'm gonna tell her, hey, this is what I think you should do. And then after that, it is what it is. Life gonna be good either way. I'm not gonna get caught up with what my children do once they become adults. Let me see. Brent writes, Dr. Umar Johnson is gonna get knocked out of one of his degrees if he fights Tyson. It wouldn't even be Tyson. No. And why would he do that? I don't get it. But I guess he's trying to raise money for FDMG Academy. So black women don't want to be over-sexualized while over-sexualizing themselves. FOH. Okay. Charles writes, Umar looking for a payday. Maxine writes, I see what many can't see on a spiritual level. Is that right? So you see something different in Dr. Umar? Okay, cool. Great. Yet Umar won't fight someone like Jake Paul. Nat writes, the YouTube video where the lesbian lady confronted Dr. Umar and he went off was hilarious. I think I watched that. Omar writes, Dr. Umar Johnson versus Tyson. I need to see that. Dr. Umar versus Tyson. I need to see that. Dr. Umar versus Tyson. I need to see that. Right. That's hilarious. Oh my God. He is funny. He is hilarious. Charles writes, Umar is willing to wear an ish bag to get funds to build his school. Impressive. Not. You hilarious, man. Because that's probably what would happen. You don't want to. Mike Tyson is a whole different level. Miss D writes, greetings. Fizzle wasn't apologizing when he was shacked up. And I remember your grandfather's two things, LOL. D Barnes took a settlement instead of pressing charges, right? Yeah, so back to what I said. Two things my grandfather used to say about a woman, and I have found this to be true. He said there are two things that'll bring a man more troubles than anything else. A car and a woman. A car and a woman. And you think about it, and you tell me if my pops was wrong about that. Bring you all kind of headaches. Messing around with a car and fixing and the engine and the tires and fender benders and the windows and the oil and the shocks and the converter belt and all the whatever the hell is it, all the stuff that make up a car is a pain in the ass. A pain in the ass. And so can be a woman. So can be a woman. When they say can't live with them, can't live without them, oh man, it's so true. But I'm sure the women feel the same way about men, though. I'm sure you feel the same way. All right? I'm sure you feel the same way. I'm sure you feel the same way. I'm doing my Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm saying everything 4 times. I'm sure you think the same way, right? That is my time, family. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Means everything. I'll be back and hopefully better than ever tomorrow morning. We'll chop it up. I got a little ill over the last 24 hours, just a little bit. Had to sit it down for a little bit, but I'm feeling better now. The weekend was spectacular. Didn't really do much. We didn't really go out a whole lot over the past weekend. Just got some things done inside the household and keep that healthy living. And despite what people want to say, I'm going to keep on preaching the gospel of healthy living because I know that's what's best for the people. And if you all in your feelings about it, and I think a lot of people get in their feelings because they're like, well, shit, I ain't doing that. And so they start to process things in a different way. However you want to process it, that's the way you process it. I know what my impetus is and where it's coming from. And that's the good gospel about healthy living is you can change anything. You could change your life. You could change your body. You could change your eating habits. You could change your health. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. People are doing it every single day. But have an excellent rest of your day, family. I'll be back in hopefully better than ever tomorrow morning. We'll chop it up on everything that's going on. Never know what we're talking about. Never know. Can't tell. Right? So have an excellent day, and we'll catch up real soon. I'm Nathan Ivey, and I'm out.
Good morning, Choppers. I'm Scotty Johnson, candidate for Cincinnati City Council. Unfortunately, injustice remains in the city of Cincinnati. A remedy for injustice is courageous, bold leadership. I plan on bringing that type of leadership to City Hall. It's time to stop talking about it and to start doing something about it. Disparities have been in Cincinnati far too long. I'm the candidate to address those disparities. Vote Scotty Johnson for Cincinnati City Council.
Paid for by friends of Scotty Johnson.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a fuck, that's what they don't understand. Back again like flu season, I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving, don't give a fuck, I don't care. Did the for my lonesome, no wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run, all I really want is my share. Get on my God, on my totem is nothing. In the discussion, got them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting, I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you all my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, show mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride, cool